because I helped a little and I'm sick.
Stabby, you can't be sick.
I'm not sick. Get my simulacrum in here.
You're not allowed to fucking break, Stab.
Yeah.
Welcome in, everybody. How are we doing? Can I get a D100 from all of the players?
100.
Oh, because you asked so nicely.
No, 100 again, please.
88.
40. Oh, 4.
Sick,
I'm on the opposite end of the spectrum. Oh, no.
I'm hearing you're on the spectrum.
Aren't we all?
All right. Ooh, do we go with the 4 or the 9?
Or 90, 97.
I mean,
I'm sick.
I'm very excited for it, Ty. Yomi does.
Yeah.
Mel.
Yes. What's up?
If you get this right, Yumi does it. If you get this wrong, then DJ does it.
Woo!
Heads or tails?
Heads.
Ah, it is.
Nice.
Alright, Stabby, you go ahead.
No. That's not how it works. You can't change it like that.
No, that's DJ, right? I said if you it's
Tails is DJ, yeah.
well,
That was Tails, right?
It's right or wrong. Anyway, that was wrong. And his Sophie just rocks up with a 1. That would put it all to bed, wouldn't it? All right. Well, welcome in, everybody. This is session 4 of chapter 2. I've changed it to chapter. Maybe it should still be season. But session and season are too close, and I get confused. So, who knows? We're going with more of a bookish theme, apparently. All right. Sorry. Checking. That's right. Looking good. All right. Beautiful. With that said, if you're happy, DJ, we've got notes. Take it away whenever you're ready.
All right. So, in last session, we start off with Threadross, because I believe Threadross was the last person who needed to take an action before we all sort of regrouped. Threadross felt a little pain by not being able to do much Paler-related things. So I believe he wanted to make his... or he goes to the temple and visits the refugees. The refugees at the camp... you're... Oh, I see.
Really summarized it.
Yeah, okay, I see what's going on. So
a little bit more detailed.
Let me remember how this was. So I remember Threadross. We started off. He had a conversation about what he wanted to do, and then he went and was talking with some of the. I believe it was at the docks, if I remember correctly. And after we had regrouped with Jurgen, Ava, Newmat, and Sophie, who were hanging out with the dog, Ava was having a conversation with the dog in Celestial, trying to get it to answer some questions. Came up with a system for it. Was 1 bark for yes, 2 barks for no, and ask it a series of questions. Was it here to protect the children, which it said it was. That it didn't have some grand mission. That it didn't have a name, and it didn't seem to be able to read. There wasn't a whole lot of progress, but I do remember part of this conversation was that Threadross wanted to make a grand temple for Palor, and there was a conversation about why Threadross was collecting some amount of money to make an even grander temple, something that would dwarf the town itself. Great aspirations, I would imagine. And obviously, there was some back and forth, but it seems like that is at least a temple was in the works for Threadross. After no progress was being made with the dog, and the conversation with Threadross died down a bit, we moved back to Yumi, where he casted Identify on the ruby amulet that he had gotten from, I believe it was one of the members of Shadow, the Symphony of Shadow, who turned it back into him. And the collector appeared to explain some of the things about it to him. He said the collector had explained that the ruby amulet was an artifact that was made by Melgak's patron, whose name escapes me at this point. I wrote it down, don't have it in front of me, sorry. But it collects blood. What is it? Verima, sorry. It collects blood from powerful foes and shares some of that power with the owner of the amulet. And it has become a sort of, it says one-time phylactery, keeping him alive. So it's encasing his spirit, soul, identity in some way. And it was a blessing from his patron. He also kind of tried to goad Yumi into breaking it after Yumi had said maybe breaking it would release Melgak, but obviously
fucked up.
It was concluded that would probably kill Melgak, who's still residing within it. So Yumi decided against it in the end. The collector disappeared, and Yumi heads back into the city. And this I do remember. As he was walking back in, he met up with another kobold who was walking through the streets. A kobold he had never seen before, whose name was Zizir? Zizi?
Just read Brightspark. It's further down in the notes.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, Zizri.
Before he met them, we quickly switched over to Eva again. And
here we go. I found my notes now. Sorry about that. Was Zizri and had to. Oh, I see. Had a conversation with Zizri. There was some back and forth. I think they were both kind of trying to dig into each other for information, but eventually it came to light that Zizri was an assistant of Salazar, the other kobold who is making some plans. I don't know the full details here. I assume it has something to do with making the city fly. And when we swap back to the rest of the party, Ava had given the celestial dog a new name, Solus Rex. And after which, we decided to head back into town. We were going to look for a wagon, I believe, when we ran into Yumi and Zizri. We concluded that as Jurgen still wanted to find the stone, which also this stone had a type of stone. I don't remember the name either. Menhir stone, sorry. And I don't know if it was Jurgen or Yumi who suggested we take the flying ship.
Yumi
Suggested it.
Still very aware of it.
Right.
Yeah.
And it was decided that because Melgak was the original flyer or conductor of the ship, but Yumi could still fly it, and decided that Yumi should come with us to try to collect this stone. On our way to flying over the Dreadwood, Ava sort of pushed on Thredros' claim that Atha was still alive, and after some insight checks and seemingly deceptive words from one side of the party, Thredros came under scrutiny. There was some back and forth. A few conversations happened between Sophie and Jurgen and Yumi, with Ava eavesdropping and pitching some advice. Thredros had concluded that Atha was indeed alive. That he had lied. Sorry, she had lied that Atha was alive. It temporarily gets shoved under the rug. And after which, I think Jurgen goes to talk with Thredros, convinces Thredros to apologize to Yumi. Particularly to Yumi. After she does have this sort of a heartfelt heart-to-heart with Yumi, and apologizes to him, Yumi seems extremely hurt about this. Understandably so. But he makes Thredros promise never to lie to Yumi again. And in exchange, Yumi breaks the slave brand that Thredros had now to Yumi instead of Atha. Very touching. And Ava says something poetic. Sometimes you have to cut all the beautiful roses in order for the rose bush to bloom even brighter than before. Really? I said that? Doesn't sound like me. On the way to the Dreadwood.
We all have a moment sometimes.
Right? Out of body experience, I'm sure. On our way to the Dreadwood, So Sophie, with her incredible perception, and a few other ones who rolled decently high enough, spots some gnolls running through the woods, and we follow them around. And if I remember correctly, there was a moment where Threadross cast sending to one of them, and they had asked them not to shoot at them, as Jurgen had climbed aboard one of the ballista and was ready to fire. According to Sophie, though, after we had come across the camp that these gnolls were coming through, she said she claimed to have seen some prisoners through a window of some kind. Dwarves or something. I remember them saying they were bound and gagged and just sort of being held hostage in some sort of way. We decided not to shoot the gnolls, and we kept flying. After which, Sophie had confessed that she had lied, and there were no hostages that she could see. And but they did, as the party concluded, I remember this, that the outpost would be a danger to Saltmarsh, considering how close it was in the vicinity, and that there would be 30-40 people inside, that they should report it to someone in Saltmarsh, at the very least. And at one point, all of us concluded that these people were not, these gnolls were not real. They were people wearing gnoll costumes. Although I don't think we concluded that they were humans, that they were just wearing gnoll costumes.
Well, we're just strange. Like, sort of, that
humanoids.
Probably is likely, it seems.
Yeah. However, after this, there was an argument that broke out because Sophie was obviously lying, and although she did confess, the party didn't take a great deal of liking to the fact that she did lie to begin with. And Newmat suggested we do a flyby, take a closer look before judging Sophie. But the closer we got, it seemed the more it seemed that they were less and less like gnolls. There was some distinguishing factors. I believe one of the most prominent ones that I remember is Jurgen saying that there should be an odor, a very foul smell, since something he picked up from the time he was captured that was not present. But so that these people were indeed disguising themselves as gnolls. Why we weren't able to tell. But we also didn't see any children here. There are also 5 buildings that we're not able to be seen into, which was contradicting the window thing from before. So they seemed, as we flew by, they were, I believe they were pointing bows at us, waiting for us to sort of attack first, but no shots were ever fired. And then we just kind of continued on our way. We did fly a little bit deeper into the Deadwood, searching for the Menhir Stone, when Lathelin, I apologize. I am not good with names. A Fae, sort of, I believe she grabbed the ship or tilted the ship somehow. To which,
yeah, she gave us a little bit of a scare.
Yeah, she gave us a scare, and sort of tilted the ship and kind of jerked us. It was potentially we were going to fall, but the ship helped us out by grabbing a hold of us. To which then she asked for permission to come onto the ship, and then we had a conversation. We told her that we were looking for a Menhir Stone. There was also some greeting, I guess, unbeknownst to me as a player and Ava. Yumi and Jurgen seemed familiar with this individual.
Thankfully.
They had met her before. Though, in my opinion, the relationship seemed a bit strained. And I guess even though we did mention the stone, she didn't offer to give us the stone, but she did ask for something from, I guess, Yumi in this instance, since he's the captain. She wanted sanctuary in the ship. She would leave a ring that she could then teleport to, or some form of magic in case the Dreadwood was ever fully attacked. To which, very reluctantly, Yumi agreed to. And shortly thereafter, then she spawn the Menhir stone that we were looking for, or at least a Menhir stone that seemed acceptable. It was 12 feet tall. It was very, very old. And Numat made a note of this to the group, that this was too simple of a deal for a Fae of that amount of power. And that if this is something that the Fae did as such a simple deal, it must mean that they're scared that they may be in enough danger for them to kind of want to do these sorts of deals. After which we turn the ship around, we start heading back to Saltmarsh, and that's where the session ended.
Sorry. Nice. Thank you. Does anybody have anything they want to add to that? Or
No,
expand upon? Correct. No. Cool. I think it sounded pretty good. Grab yourself and slow.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Lovely. With that said. All right. I'm going to give you literally at this point, everybody, pay attention. Pay attention. Listen to the sound of my voice.
I'm listening.
3. You have 2 seconds. If you would like to interact or do anything with the camp, this was your homework. You have 2 seconds to tell me.
I do.
Okay.
No, I just simply. I mean,
What
you
would you like to
already told me. It goes pretty quick. Just as you fly back over, Numat will use another use of his extraplanar senses.
Yeah.
And unless anything changed, I guess he will not notice anything. Yeah.
Nothing.
The closest thing will be in the Dreadwood, so which is we already know. Also in there.
Yeah. You well. And
That's
a bunch
something
of
Fae. Yeah, and Fae and all of that.
you get
So, I mean,
a lot from that.
yeah, but just Numat, and he would just quickly, I'm not open it out. Oh, hit my mic. Numat would also just quickly inform that there's seemingly no fiendish activity or Fae or anything really going on in that camp.
Numa, actually, do me a favor and roll me a perception, please.
Oh, alright. Maybe this changes in a second. Hold on, guys.
Yeah.
Maybe we should give up on saving the world and just hang out here for a bit.
As you continue to fly away from the Dreadwood, you are over the top of this camp. As you reach out, you have a large range on this, but it only picks up the closest thing. And as you ping something on your senses, you look back towards the Dreadwood, towards where the ping picks up. And there you feel the ping, and you actually see what it's coming from.
Oh.
You can see sat right at the edge of the forest, not even in the forest itself, is a frog. Large, brown, maybe it's a toad.
Are we talking like toad large or like large game mechanic size? Like that large?
No, sorry, not in game mechanic size. Just for a frog, it's quite big. It's probably small size, which, considering they would usually be tiny, is a pretty big frog.
That's a big frog. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's just sitting there, sort of croaking away, watching the ship fly away. That's the closest extraplanar.
Well, there's a. Yeah, no, I mean, I don't think that's necessarily worth mentioning. So, but Numat will, like I said, he already said there doesn't seem to be any extraplanar things be going on in that camp. You will leave it at that.
All right, time to climb on the ballista and do it flyby on these people. No. Spin up the cannons.
All right. Thank you. So, you continue your trip back. The Deadpool glides through the air, shadows racing across the grassy fields and the abandoned farmland that is being retaken over by the wildlife fairly quickly. The silhouette you see of Saltmarsh rises in the distance, with the sound of the waves returning to you pretty soon. sound of home for some of you. And the town, as always, is a buzz with quiet resilience. As you see the tower rising, you see it's a beautiful town from this point of view, even with the almost like ant nest like movement of so many people crammed into a space that was really not designed to accommodate that. Not yet. But you make your way back. I'm going to throw us over onto the Saltmarsh map. You don't get ambushed by any dragons or anything on your way back.
Oh, before we get there, can we check out that knoll camp again?
What
No,
you just...
okay, never mind.
Alright.
Don't make us throw you off this goddamn book.
No one will know when you get thrown off.
Except the people below. Where do we land this thing always? Do we always land it over here, sort of dock it on the side there? Like, where's our parking space for this thing?
I think at this point, because we need to use the crane to get the men here off.
Oh, true. Probably.
I'll turn to Yumi
the
and
water.
I'll direct him to like a spot over here.
Oh, that's
kind of
true.
kind of by the trees, and I'll start prepping the stone for transport with the crane. I actually don't know how much ropes in this crane.
The stone is already in place under the crane, so it's easy to do. I don't need that much detail from you. Rather than you can manage it. You have ropes on the ship. If you need more, there's a whole fucking coastal town here that will be able to give you.
Yeah.
The one thing we have plenty of is fucking rope.
Look how many ships you have. You have plenty of plenty of rope.
Yeah, so we'll probably like very carefully maneuver it into position, and I'll even make sure that it's a little like we use the hammer, just a few quick strikes into the ground to like break it apart, so that it sinks in a bit more and sits a lot more stable, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, then once it's finally done, I think we can park the actual ship.
Yeah, no problem. You can set the stone up. You know, it takes a bit of time and a bit of work. You're more than capable of doing it. And you can put the ship wherever you want, effectively. So you just
Curiosity time. Can the ship stand in hover mode next to the tower and just be there without consuming too much fuel for us to reuse later, or does that constantly consume fuel?
It does constantly consume fuel, but as I mentioned when you got the ship, not enough to bother counting. Yeah. It's the same with flying. Technically, does consume fuel as well. And after a while, I might click it down one notch, but the only things that we're going to track consume fuels are the teleporting and plane jumping, basically.
And we can do that twice with this thing.
Mm-hmm. I need to check this, but you can do it quite a lot. And you have an extra canister of fuel at the moment, don't forget. So you're currently fine.
All right, it went a lot easier than I expected. I have expected this to become a thing that had us trapped in a dreadwood for another 5 days or something. You know?
I'm glad it didn't.
Yeah, no, I'm not complaining, I'm just saying.
No, I mean, yeah, so Thredros is glad it didn't, and conveys that fact.
And the gods laugh. Fuck you, Ty. You hear that sound? That's God laughing when you make plans. Bye, Ava. See you later.
Ah, did you guys hear that?
Oh, okay. When is this council meeting we need to go to?
What do you mean council meeting?
Didn't we do that
There's
already?
something we have to go to.
We have the funeral.
That was there is a funeral.
That is tomorrow, if I recall.
not an
Okay.
elephant memory.
Yes, elephant memory.
Yumi, Fedros, I think it's time we use the skull for Alpha.
Yeah.
You are correct. Sorry, I'm allergic to something that's in the Dreadwood. The pollen gets in my nose.
Do you not want to check that your guy in the, did you call it a phylactery?
He's alive.
Yeah, but I mean, like, do you not want to check that it definitely works first?
How do you check a phylactery?
I don't know, just like wait the week for him to wake back up again.
No, it's not him we're bringing back.
I believe what Sophie means is, what if we use your powers, whatever they may be, I'm not sure quite understand yet, to bring back this Arthur, and then afterwards we find out that the phylactery doesn't work, and your admiral, I believe, doesn't turn.
Wow, you really hate pollen.
Yeah, I'm not doing so good.
That phylactery possessed as a part of his like body in that, doesn't it?
I'd assume so. I've never had one.
Well, if it does, then I can always. Oh no.
Can you Can you bring anyone back now today?
I mean, I don't have the diamonds, and I also can't do it today because I don't have the spell prepared.
If I get you diamonds, can you do a big one tomorrow?
I can. I don't know if that phylactery will have enough of the body. That's my problem.
No,
but
but
if
like
I died with it for less than 100 years ago, I can.
that's something you can do. You need a body.
I think I need the body at the moment.
Are you okay?
I think there are methods later on in a cleric's journey which can allow.
We gotta have the
More
problem
enlightenment.
that both Melgak and Alpha do not have a physical form at this point that we can touch.
Yeah, so
But
maybe
Alpha completely, she just became wind, right?
yeah.
It's times like this I forget how powerful you guys are when Threador says shit like, as long as I haven't been dead for more than 100 years, I can just bring him back.
I mean, it does cost 1,000 diamonds.
It does also have some other stipulations on there because there are ways to prevent even that, but technically you can.
-4 to all attack rolls.
Yeah, resurrections.
But basically a level 4 exhaustion or something, I think.
Yeah.
Works a bit different.
Restore life to. Okay, if it's 1 year or later, it taxes me greatly. Basically, if they've been dead for a year or more, I can't cast spells again until I've had a long rest, and I have disadvantage on pretty much everything else.
Well, at the very least, you know, right, Yumi, that it's his soul in there, right?
Yeah, I was told he'd be back in 6 days now. It's already been a day.
Look, I understand what Sophie is saying, but there is also, of course, the question of, it's a difficult choice. If he doesn't come back in 6 days, then at the very least, we still have his soul, and we can work with that. It's the fact that we don't have Alpha's soul or physical body anywhere that makes hers a little bit more difficult in my eyes, you know?
I was just asking to make sure.
Mm-hmm.
No, it was a good question. Gave us time to think. What I heard from the collector and like touching this amulet, is it enough to be able to use in a resurrection spell Threadros is describing?
I will remind you, Yumi, you would know this. When you asked Vorzian about bringing him back, Vorzian told you he's not dead.
He's not dead, yeah.
Resurrection spells wouldn't work.
Yeah, okay. Now that I think about it, either way, the skull and Threadros, it won't work. He's not dead.
Technically.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, this pollen's really messing with my brain.
No, you're dying.
That's why I didn't want to go.
Like
You dragged me.
Like the snot is coming out and it's freezing on your nose.
Stop!
The
Don't
worst
point it
part,
out.
you have a permanent pollen source on thing.
Yeah, that flower grew on the ship, and he was just like, "Oh no!"
You're gonna get sick every time.
You're gonna need like an anti-hay fever spell.
How it's just an anti-fey thing altogether.
And we'd have to eliminate most assault bars apparently because you should know how many Fae have moved in here since recently.
That's why I'm getting sick
I
every
checked.
other week.
Is there something a lesser restoration can, or is it lesser restoration only going to kind of do a bit of like a temporary reprieve for it?
No, I'll fuck it out.
You don't want Paylor's power helping you for it.
Gosh, no. That'll make me worse.
Come on, Tedros. I mean, you knew the answer to that question even before you asked it. Let's be honest.
I did. Wanted to clarify.
All right. Well, let's.
That way Yumi can't. This way, Yumi can't complain that I didn't do anything. I asked and he said no.
It's good to see you two are friends again.
Yeah,
But let's activate the skull then for Alpha.
sure.
We can't do it for Malguk.
Sure. Ah, she's gonna be unbearable,
So-
isn't she?
Excuse my curiosity, but I actually have not heard much about this skull.
It is an incredibly powerful magical item.
It's fucking sick. We found it in this cave and then we like raised it out of the ground to collapse an entire mine because of it. Honestly, kind of fucked up.
Yeah. It lets us do some
see.
pretty incredible limited things, and this is one of them.
I totally like raise the skull out of the water and make it fit the land.
I just got a position there.
Yeah, but it can go back in position, but just like raise it up, make it safer for that, and we can go like, oh great skull.
Fine, we're bringing out the bag. Let's just make a show of it.
One more quick thing. Did Eva actually leave for a moment and then come back? Is she good?
Yep.
So like she did actually leave for a moment.
I just went for a stroll. There's nothing wrong with
All
going.
right, no, I'm just wondering if just like got bored with your mouse or like if you actually left. I wasn't quite sure there.
Some people just don't want to be around you, dude.
What the?
Oh, whoa.
I didn't.
There's some shots coming off this. There's some shots coming off this Minotaur. He's not even holding a gun.
Yeah, what the? All right.
Hey guys,
Just curious.
Hello?
Yes, Sophie.
I can see a commotion down at the docks.
Do you?
Yeah, it's the dogs.
Alright, so
Next to the
wander over.
Carpenters Guild.
Do
The
you?
fuck is that?
Yeah.
Oh,
You don't
wait,
know where your
wait.
own Carpenters Guild is?
Well, first of all,
He's new here.
He's near you.
Oh, never mind.
I also didn't say where the fuck is that.
I think he
It was
knows as
more
much
Mel
as you.
because I was looking at the map, and I was like, I have no idea where
Can you
this
point where that is? Oh,
is. Yeah.
It's over there. Where we met
okay.
the captain, the woman that came off the trading ship.
Hey, Yumi,
Yes.
you've got hay fever, right?
Yeah.
And you don't like Fae, right?
Yeah. I don't like a lot
Why
of
are you
things.
carrying around that Fae pollen sac then in your robes?
What?
Well, you've got a Fae pollen sac attached to your robes there.
You mean Derek? That's my dead friend. That's not Colin.
I do not understand.
Listen, lady, I just met you, and you're already calling my friend dead pollen sack?
That's fine.
Right, can I grab the thing off of his person?
Yeah, it's invisible, but you can, with your passive perception, you can see where it is because of how it interacts with the fabric.
I'm just gonna
I-
pull
you
it
grab
off.
something and you've got nothing.
I'll
and,
instinctively
I'm
reach.
gonna.
I'll like reach the other way to the Derek. So I have no idea what it is. Like, hey, don't touch him.
I'm gonna obviously I reach towards him, but I don't go anywhere near whatever the fuck
Yeah.
Elric is. And I'm gonna grab the pollen sac off of him.
It's on his
and
back.
Then I'm gonna. It's basically the Fey equivalent of a kick me sign.
Basically.
And I'm gonna be like,
Well, you can't see it, but just as evidence that it works.
and I'm gonna hold it right in front of his face.
Oh no!
No, make it stop! You
Stop.
gotta freeze everything.
Magic surge.
explodes.
Roll me d8.
Who?
A D8.
Ooh, those are rare ones.
Okay. Give me a d6.
Oh, it's the sick dice, guys.
10
Okay,
pollen
moderate, give me a
damage.
d100.
You do know Guy likes his fucking tables.
5 pollen damage.
Oh my god. This is a moderate necromancy.
What the fuck?
Shit.
How did that happen?
Tell me, what have you been learning in your
That's what
free
happens when
time?
wizards get sick.
As
Oh,
Yumi
no.
starts to just burst with sneezing and coughing and fitting, very much like he did the first time he was in the Dreadwood and threw dust of sneezing and coughing all over everybody.
Yeah.
Around that moment, that was still.
Yeah, I remember
Oh,
as
yeah.
it was yesterday.
I
Yeah,
fucking hate that
exactly
shit. It's like, oh, invincibility. Oh, nice. Dustin sneezing and coughing. Oh,
For, for everybody's
God, that was so
reference,
funny.
he had held on to this dust of invisibility for I don't know how long, but so fucking
Years.
long, without knowing what it was, and then at the worst possible fucking time, just before a potential TBK, found out it was actually dust of sneezing and choking. I was so proud.
Okay,
There was
well,
a
I guess
pepper in the bag.
if
this
this
is
isn't
happening.
yours, then it's in your collection now.
I'm just gonna hand it to Numat.
The caster's presence causes all creatures within 10 feet feel a chilling fear, causing disadvantage on all rolls whilst they're in 10 feet for the next minute.
Or what have you mean?
Yes.
You know,
Just the
now I
sirens,
can't finally
sneezing,
know what
coughing,
people
choking.
feel like. They can't stand the cold. What is this?
Sorry. I'm feeling awful.
Yes, you don't look particularly good.
No, I don't.
Evil, Yumi, evil!
However, this does
Nomatsov
mean-
holds the invisible whatever it is so in his fingers, and like he's sort of just awkwardly holding it. It's like he doesn't know what to do
For
with
a
this.
moment, instead of seeing Yumi, we see the what was it called? Winus face there. You know, the fucking creature.
Evolves.
Oh god!
This guy has to attend a funeral in a few hours, right?
No, tomorrow.
I have a
Yeah, that's
night.
what I said, in a few hours.
So
Oh, shoot.
this commotion,
Yeah.
what is this about? Any more details?
Do I have more details? What do I see?
Yeah.
I've tried to find a spot where I can see right the way down to the docks.
For the record, just to wrap that up very quickly, Numat, you can feel as you take it, although it is invisible, it is clearly a like a pouch sack, like a rough bag that you're holding on to. So you can open it, and the contents of the bag is not invisible, but it is basically just a bunch of flowers and like pollen that just seems to be like floating there as you look into the. It's just the bag that's invisible, so the contents can be seen. Once you get rid of it, that does mean that Yumi or other Stabby, I need you to. You can now stop coughing and spluttering and.
Yeah,
Shit.
no,
That'd be great.
you can stop now. You mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stop.
I was method acting. I'll stop. I'll stop.
Oh, so good, so professional.
I feel so much better. Glad I got that out of my system.
All right. However, with the commotion, you hear it first. The town is always busy, so there's always a lot of noise. But what you're hearing is very much more specific than that. It is a commotion. It is a lot of people gathered in one spot, shouting, scrambling. There's the sound of sort of people, somebody sort of trying to keep order. It doesn't sound violent. There's nothing to indicate that there's people actually fighting or even arguing. It doesn't sound like there's any confrontation going on. Just a lot of people gathered for something. You can't make out much more than that. But as you look down towards the Carpenter's Guild, where you are, you can see fairly clearly across the water to that point. As you look down across the water to that point, you can see there is a large crowd gathered on the docks, and you can see that the new ship, the Infernal Tide, is at the end of the jetty. It is now docked at that jetty. And you can see what appears to be crew members ferrying back and forth. That's on at this point, thing, but I can give you a report on that. This is after that fact.
Yeah. I was just wondering where he should be at that point. I think he would still be there in that region. Yes.
And you can see that essentially it appears to be that there is a crowd of people being handed the contents of the ship.
Being handed the contents of a ship.
There are sailors, people that, I mean, you don't know if, presumably they're part of the Infernal Tide crew, that are ferrying constantly up and down the docks. Like just barrels, boxes, crates, and just sacks of stuff. And once
Does it look like a
to where the crowd
merchant's
is-
day, or does it look
like what, sorry?
they're giving it? Does it look like a sort of a merchant stall, busy marketplace, or does it look like they're just giving the stuff away?
You, with your eyesight as you look down, the people are not paying for this. They are just being given stuff. It's very much.
Where is
crew
the
just
ship? Is
handing
it at the end of this jetty here?
Yeah, this ship.
Hmm.
Anyway, I need to. It's out here still, but anyway, let me move it.
Given that there's a little bit of an easier time to spot people talking on these parts, can I see what the crew is talking about?
The crew is not talking at the moment, which is to say they are busy. Like they are.
Oh,
It's a hasted. Like they are. Yeah, they're just deep in work basically. So they are just going into the ship. They go down. They obviously grab something. They go back up. But it's almost like constant ferrying the crew. You see like probably once or twice. Like they maybe exchange a couple of comments as they're walking past each other. But it's not of anything that would give you any information. It's just, fuck.
Can I see Nael?
She is at the front of the crowd. It's also just
saying
Nell.
anything? No.
She would have her back to you. She would be...
Unfortunate. Okay.
You see, the only thing that you could pick up from the crowd would be a lot of people saying thank you. Do me a favor, roll me an active perception.
Okay.
Very small detail.
Small details, you say? Boy. Perception. Well,
Okay.
I tried.
Wow. No, I can't. You've got a decent amount there, but I can't give you the minutia.
That's fine. Gotta love advantage. It still doesn't give you good rolls.
Hey, you know, that's dice. But yeah, it doesn't seem to be anything to be concerned about. Effectively, there is a large commotion because people are being given free stuff.
What? What's the commotion about, Sophie? Someone finally getting hanged?
What?
They're
Oh.
giving away their inventory.
Oh.
What?
That's what I
Why?
thought too. Don't understand.
They said they came to trade.
Well, maybe they traded with someone with a lot of cash. Looks
Oh,
like they've
no.
been- either they're giving their stuff away or they've been bought for everything they have.
How quick can we get over there?
Maybe
Gotta
after they
find
thought of the
ship.
situation.
It
with your
depends on
people.
how quickly we can get over
different
there. I can get
generals.
over there in like a minute.
Maybe that could be true, Matt, but at the same time, I don't really trust a lot of outsiders these days.
You don't
Especially
trust anybody.
Infernal, you know what I mean? They're right next door. I'm not saying they're related, but the names are related. That's
Really
enough to be
what,
suspicious.
Demons aren't the same as devils, Yumi. They hate each other.
They're both down there.
No, not even. The nine levels of hell aren't the same as the demon realm.
I know, but they're still all down there, gathering all in one spot.
Seems like Sue kind of got annoyed at us now.
Oh,
Fredos,
you're so far away. Come closer.
sit up.
Sorry. Sendros is annoyed with the town. She was.
I know.
Similar.
They could be sisters.
Hmm.
This could be from my ooze. I think that's where she's from. Somewhere there.
That's correct, yeah.
Yeah, you got
Remember the story.
I think at the very least we should personally thank them in person. And I'll do a little check.
Alright, but like this thing with fortune, is this gonna? Do we just initiate it, and is it gonna happen immediately, or do we like build up?
I mean, if we stand here for 1 minute, I can give you a dragon to ride over on, and then I think it just takes one of us to be like, hey, phew, bring her back.
Alright, I'll stay here
Sure.
for once, I guess. Hey, if you're going that way and you find that Dane fella, can you also send him this way?
Sure. You know him?
Well, we briefly talked.
Oh, the stone. Wow, that makes sense.
Yeah, he talks a lot about walls, actually.
He does.
But I think he can inscribe the names of the people onto the stone quite nicely.
Sure. I guess that works.
He also loves Paylor as well.
What?
What? Is that another
He also
lie?
loves to
Tedros,
talk
we
about
have
Paylor.
talked about the lying thing, remember?
Is it so obvious that it's a lie that it doesn't count?
Roll me a deception with disadvantage.
So are these guys just standing around waiting for something to happen?
Well, Yumi's making a dragon right now.
Oh, he's making a dragon.
Yeah.
Hey, Yumi, why are you making dragon? Just take the Deadpool. Just hop over.
That's a 2. Yeah, it's very fucking obvious.
It's more flamboyant
She
this
isn't
way.
trying to be deceptive. She's trying to take the piss a bit.
Uh-huh.
Fair enough.
Fine.
Just
Jump on the ship.
He goes up and skip. Out of me here for a while. I'll actually activate the alpha thing. Okay.
Everyone on the ship.
Does anybody resist?
What?
No.
Won't you resurrect alpha for us, please?
I do not.
That's what you mean.
Anthony, do you resist?
No.
You are going to be the one to resurrect Asa? Says to you, young.
Me? Oh yeah.
Yeah, I have no idea how this works.
There's no problem. I can tell. Come. Sit upon the artifact and meditate on the subject for a moment. Think about who you want to bring back. Think about them. Focus on them. And ask for their return.
Okay. Right. No, get comfortable. Here's this knees popping a little bit. Okay. Okay. And closes his eyes. And what I basically summoned forth as I think about them is from like the first time we met to the Alpha steals 2 scimitars and gets drunk mission to just the Alpha helping us into the mine, with Windwalk, just Alpha the Fearless, being Alpha the Fearless. The fucking quotes she basically gave back to her, sending her coming out of the sky with that other ship she took from the pirates, the stone pirates, or whatever, the rock giant pirates, those guys, and then going back to the godly. I think we teleported back to the. Oh no, we teleported into the what's it called? The Sea of Stars?
Astral Sea.
Yeah, so sea, that's the thing. it just the wild ride. And honestly, I'm thinking back on it now, and it's probably been only like 4 weeks that I've known Alpha, maybe a little longer. I'm trying to like calculate in my head how many days in game I've known her, but it might not have been that many.
Been over a month.
Been over a month, yeah. Time moves slow.
Could have been an eon, honestly.
Yeah. But it feels like I know her for years. And I'm trying to summon all that forth as I attempt to bring her forth for resurrection and reach out to the soul and bring forth.
Alright, roll me a D100, please.
Oh boy, here we go. Is there a heartbeat?
Don't worry about it.
You sit on the skull and begin to focus. You see as Vorzian dissipates into golden light for a moment, leaving you to your meditation. You aren't sure when the rain stops falling around you, or even if it does, but you do certainly stop being aware of it. There's a lot of things that happen that you're unaware of, things that you don't see as you begin to meditate and think back. Atha, a lot of things such as the hollows of the eyes beginning to fill with this ghostly sort of ember light. The air humming with charged power beyond what you could necessarily understand. You do not see as the skull begins to almost glow with what appears to be runes, tiny little runes etched all across it as you stay and you sit in meditation. To anyone other than Jürgen, you do see as it happens slowly, but it seems almost like a dream. And only if you're, obviously looking in that direction as this goes on. It's a slow process. It's one that seems to take some time. And as this is happening, what do you do?
33.
Thank you. You remember a lot of different things of being with Arthur, and a lot of the times that we didn't see as well, obviously. Just evenings drinking and things along those lines. Then you hear a sound, and this you do hear. It's not quite a voice and not quite a song, but it's just a sound that resonates from seemingly within the skull, almost like it is some sort of giant wind instrument. Wind whipping through it is having an organ-like effect, this vibrating deep. And you feel it in your bones as the winds twist, spiraling upwards, coalescing into a brilliant storm and crackling with energy as you feel lightning start to linger around you as your fur stands on end. It dances across the air, forming the shape of a being, and you almost see formed of lightning and storm in front of you, the form of Atha. Light intensifies, binding for a heartbeat, and then silence. We're going to get back to this.
Fucked up.
Let me double check what a 33.
Strike me with lightning, please. Do it.
Okay. What is the rest of the party doing as this is happening? We're all heading down to the commotion, is that right?
I think so.
Yeah, I'm gonna position the ship so that it's like here, like in front of theirs, blocking it in some way?
just in case they want to dip.
Just cover the exit is all. Alright. Those of you that are really good at telling that people are lying, be on your toes.
Okay.
A lot of questions.
Right.
No one gives away free stuff.
Yeah, whenever someone lies, the lie detector goes beep 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 beep.
Liar! Swear to me!
You make your way down to this scene. People are scurrying away from the crowd as you approach, with like arms, with like baskets and bags full of goods of all natures, from sort of exotic, fine-looking clothing, furs and trade goods. There's a little bit in the way of like food and actual sort of useful things as well. The occasional bottle of wine, things of these lines, furs and pelts and things for the house. All of these. Nobody really seems to pay much attention as you approach. They are too busy, too distracted by something else. Likely with the exception of Thane. I would imagine, but
I guess if he's standing watching, if we're down on the ground, we'll head over. And,
well, I mean, that's up to Jack. What is Thane doing at the moment? You did do a search of the... Jack, you was...
Yeah, I'm with you.
You did do a search of the ship. There was nothing bizarre or out of place. Everything was as expected. You were treated very well. They would have even got you a drink, and they've got a good range of sort of exotic foods and spices and things that they would show you quite proud that they've brought up from the Hook Peninsula. And they would have chatted to you the whole time, and they were very open, and you would have been able to search the ship. It is indeed just full of lots of exotic trade goods, basically, from far away, but yeah, nothing else really.
As chief inspector, I kind of have to, make sure none of this is poison. Oh yeah, give me a bit of that. Give me a bit of that.
They clearly understand, but they will happily go along.
Yes, I haven't done one of those fine little Jesus, yes. Fane is he probably actually doesn't even notice the party approaching, as he's probably having a right old chat with some of the lads who he can chat with, probably drinking here as well, and he's just having a right old time there, sitting on a barrel, so that he's more on eye high with the other guys. He doesn't look on guard at all.
Everybody around here seems very.
You could say he's off guard.
Alright.
So that's why I said to him, you can't chop a Durgar's head off with that. There's a finer way.
Are you drinking on the job?
Oh, hey guys! Yeah, you bet your ass I am. After what I went through, I am back to being alcoholic.
Why is it free?
I said free today.
Is that something you would have asked? Is that something you think you would have asked?
More or less wondering if I would have been part of a conversation where Nelly would have said it's free for everyone.
If it's free.
If it's free. I think you would have been. Effectively, Nell has made a deal. After you informed Nell of all of the goings on locally, which is to say, the refugee situation, all things that are reasonably public knowledge. That Nell and the crew, after a brief discussion, wanted to help. So under the assumption that they could at least keep and resupply of the things that they needed here, which is to say, food and fresh water to be able to go on sailing. Then they offered you, in return for that, all of their trade.
So, I says to them, you know, there's all these refugees, and it's a mess out here. We got people from Seaton up here, we got people from Burl up here, we got refugees out everywhere coming up here. We got Knolls to the north. They got, you know, the demons to the other side, and God knows what else, right? So I says that to them, and they're all like, oh, that's awful, How you all keeping it together? And I says, well, you know, the people here are strong, but, you know, it's tough going. It's not like there's enough for everyone, so we talking, and we dealing, and we talking, and we drinking, and we eating. You gotta try one of these small cheeses, Yumi. There's the life. Anyway, all that good stuff afterwards, and then finally, they says, well, if we can restock the ship, and you can have all our goods, so that the town can prosper for a while longer. That's my kind of it. That's my kind. You know, all right.
No one's that kind. They're up to something.
You know, not everyone is out to stab you in the back. They're just nice people, and they're probably doing it for the same reason that I would have done it, because now their ship is 10 times lighter, and they probably can outrun anything that comes after them.
Yeah, but they spent all their gold and that stuff to give it away for free.
They know a lot of information now. Information is very valuable to other people upstream. Why didn't you go talk with Captain Nelly herself?
Oh, shoot. I'm gonna say something wrong. Fine. Where is she?
She's over there somewhere. You know?
I'll stroll over.
Not the whole crew. That's a big one.
Well, yeah, nobody gives stuff away for free. Be on your guard.
Fuck no.
No, you can just drink. Your contract's up.
Wow.
Oh, shoot,
Wow.
No, I'm lying. It's a joke. Haha. Jurgen wants to speak to you over in the island, by the way. Your services are required. It's a mighty good stone. A Mahir stone. A real good one. I'm in here, stone.
I'm pretty sure you're having a stroke, you don't look so good.
Yeah, I got messed with a fae. They messed me up real good. Yeah.
I never talked to Faye. That's one thing.
Yeah.
Fucking Faye. Can't be trusted. Don't know how to work a stone.
Yeah, it's a menhir stone.
Oh!
So, yeah. Need you to carve some names into it for tomorrow.
Which name?
It's not as Jurgen. He's not as delicate or as expert as you are with stone. I think he'd crack it in two.
Yeah,
But you have the expert's
hammer,
touch.
Let's hold on. Really, go
You should be
through it.
sober when you do it, by the way.
Fuck no, you do that when you're drunk. And besides, I don't get drunk that easy.
Oh, great.
I'm looking through my pack.
Roll a con save. Obviously, advantage for poison.
It is poisoned.
It's alcohol.
Kidding.
Correct.
Just rolling another one, but pretty much pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'll get masonry tools from somewhere. Fine, guess my break's over. Was finally chatting with your boys. Shakes hands with the crew member. Alright, now don't go yelling out to Captain Nelly. She's a nice sort. She ain't here to fuck you over or anyone here, for that matter, you.
When was the last time we had someone here that wasn't trying to fuck us over?
Well, I've only been here for like 4 days, so I don't know.
Yeah, but you spent more time out of here than in, so that's fine.
Yeah. Honestly, after the whole debacle, you know, in the Dwarven Tower, I get that you're a little bit paranoid and all that jazz, but...
Very. I've always been paranoid.
Yeah, but I think Nelly is a good sort.
Probably true. But you gotta be careful, because if it gets past, and I let her in.
Open up at her the Yumi way when we're shouting something crazy.
There's nothing wrong with my way.
Yes, there is. You can't yell at people. What are you doing?
I don't start off yelling. I start off curious with questions.
Yeah, but if they don't answer your questions in the way you felt satisfactory, you go to yelling.
I won't yell this time.
You promise?
Fine, I promise.
Pinky promise?
Get your pinky out of my face.
No, you're not saying pinky!
I won't shout this time.
Okay, fine.
I've been given advice and I will take it.
Good. And you probably should do something about a hay fever of yours.
Yeah, it'll wear off by tomorrow.
What? Note to self. Find Pollen and put him in Yumi's room.
Note to self. Ban dwarves.
What the?
From drinking during the day.
Well, you know you'll get an uprising again. So you're gonna have pretty quick then.
Uprising only during the day. At night time it calms down.
Can you imagine a bunch of sober dwarves in the morning? God.
Okay. Don't shout.
Fane will start making his way over first to the walk house to retrieve his masonry tools, and then they start making his way over to where Jurgen is on the other island.
Mm-hmm.
But that's gonna take forever. So continue with the other scene time.
Yumi.
I wave everyone to come along to talk to Captain. No.
I just want to confirm, Numat is obviously there. Eva, Thredros?
Yeah, I'll be there.
Eva?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, and where's Sophie at? Are you with this group as well?
Yeah, I suppose I haven't been moving myself around the place. I am checking out the stuff with the peeps.
Good, okay. As you approach from behind Nell, Captain Nell, effectively, and you can hear a little bit of the conversation going on as one of the refugees from, you think from the Seaton lot, is thanking Nell for the goods, and for a few bits, and you see she's got a few things tucked under her arms here as she makes her way away, and you see somebody else about to approach the captain to start talking to them as well. Nell is seemingly completely unaware of your presence.
Hello.
She sort of looks over her shoulder, quite shocked, and will walk up to the person that was about to start talking to her, and sort of shakes their hand. Give me a minute, please.
One is already broken. Yelled.
We'll turn. Master Yumi, correct?
Greetings. Yes, that is correct. Greetings.
Nice to see you all again.
And you. I heard you're giving away free stuff.
Oh,
Very nice
what
of
do
you.
need?
I heard you're just giving away stuff you were told what's going on in the town with the refugees, and we're a little low on stuff, and you're giving stuff away for just refilling your own stuff.
We need some more fresh water and a few other small bits before we can sail anywhere else. That's right.
Why?
Because we'll get very thirsty without it.
No, like,
I understood what you meant. Why are we giving it away?
yes. I apologize. It's very curious. It's very rare for me to come across someone that's genuinely nice.
I'm not.
It's been. You're probably not, but it's been a tough while. That's all.
Strong ulterior motives. Come
Please
closer.
don't joke with me. I'm a terrible reader. I will believe you.
Come closer.
Fine. I will come closer.
She will lean down, almost getting onto one knee to talk to you at this point.
Little
She just
condescending. Go
leans
ahead.
real close.
It's what's necessary.
Sophie's
poisoned.
fan fiction brain immediately spins into action. She gets out her notebook.
I've poisoned everything. I am going to kill most of your town.
Now, normally, being open like that, I would take it as a joke. But at the moment, I can't take it as a joke, because if you're doing a double ruse and trying to make me be like, haha, great joke, but you actually poison these people, it's my fault.
And at that point, Yumi pulls out the +3 rapier and stabs her in the neck.
I hope it goes without saying that I am lip reading and judging all of the things both of these assholes say.
100%. Nell, I mean, you hear what Nell says. She says it loud enough that it's only you all that can hear it. Like, it isn't said loud enough for any of the crowd to hear it. But I mean, those of you with a reasonable insight. So definitely Sophie, Threadross. Basically, I would say if you have a passive insight of at least 18 here, maybe not even that. Let's go with 16. Passive insight of 16. You would know that Nell is very much just winding you, seemingly having a great time doing so.
Yeah. It would be a great thing to
as
do
one of
against
these soldiers walks past, she turns around and takes something out of one of the crates, and you see it's a mango, and she will throw it to you, Yumi. There you go. Eat it.
I am quite famished already. Oh, that's not the right word.
That's the
I am quite full already. I just had something on the ship.
They're fresh.
Threadross, are you
Yumi, watch
hungry?
out! That mango is cursed. If you
I
hold
don't
it
believe
too
a
long.
word you say, but you eat it. That's a great idea, Sophie.
Yeah, what's up?
You like mangoes?
I have no idea.
That
How about you
specific
try a mango?
Is the most poisoned mango we brought with us.
Oh shit! Let me try it.
Relax.
Can I grab the mango and just take a big old bite?
Doesn't even fucking peel it.
It's very juicy, delicious. Very nice mango.
The poison really brings out the flavor. Yumi, you should try some.
I'm good. I'm immune to poison. I would never know.
Masayumi, I don't want to hurt anybody in your town. I am concerned about what I've heard since coming here. Your friend Thane filled us in on all of the problems that are happening, not just here, but nearby. And I'm not sure what to do. But
I assume
trading
you
is
didn't
certainly-
ask and he just sort of did that on his own.
I mean, we were asking for local news in general, just to get a lay of the land and to see if there may be people willing to trade. The information did flow fairly freely, especially once he had it.
Of course. Lovely.
Let's
Yes.
say that dwarven information flows like alcohol, free.
Trading is no
Good, that's-
longer my top priority, and if I'm being honest, my crew is already fairly well off. We've been trading for many years. Our rather, and she sort of glances to the ship, our rather interesting aesthetic has done very well over the years to keep pirates away from us. And so we've traded successfully for a while. We have gold, and if there is a threat as big as you say, and I am inclined to believe it, then maybe our priorities shift.
Yes. I don't know how much he divulged into it, but Port Torvin is extremely dangerous.
Gnolls, demons, ships made of flesh,
Yep. Oh, yeah. Yep.
coming
All
apocalypse.
all true and seen by I don't know, wave my hand over the ships. Either Seahawk or Wind Raider had a look at it, right? They had a quick...
Yep. Both. They always go together.
Both. We had a couple of our ships, Seahawk and Wind Rider, they saw it firsthand. It is definitely true. And the Gnolls, I was there, I saw it firsthand a while ago, and I got confirmation it's still there and getting worse today.
She looks at you for a moment. I would say, I wish it showed passive insights. I use that almost as much as passive perception. I can see your passive perception, but I want it to show passive insights quickly.
I bet there's a module for that.
I'm sure there is. Yeah.
The economy up in Sendershire is still hitting pretty strong. It's where Gradsol's economy went after it fell.
Interesting. Well, that's good to know, but still, unfortunately, I have nothing to trade.
Well, shit.
Funny. You mentioned your priority shift. Are you shifting your priorities to help fight the incursion or to avoid it?
I do not know. That is a decision we will make once present business is dealt with.
Well, I'm sure we could always welcome the help.
Through with the crew first. It's not my decision to make on my own.
Of course. But the more help, the better. There's going to be a lot of them.
I would like to find out if there's any news from other places. If there are safe ports to sail to, whether that be...
Not Satan.
Not, okay. I was thinking further away, if I'm being honest with you. More... Have you got any news, for instance, from the Sea Barons?
No. We kind of avoided those guys. Well, Port Torvin used to be full of pirates, then we got rid of the pirates, and then the demons moved in. We didn't really go anywhere near the Sea Princes.
No, the Sea Barons. I wouldn't.
Barons, sorry. The other side?
Out to the east, near the North Kingdom.
No idea.
Well,
Haven't been that far.
It's a long trip, but the Lordship of the Isles, the Sea Barons could all be, even towards the Scarlet Brotherhood, could all be places we could sail for some refuge.
True. All quite true. I mean,
Maybe
shoot.
even up to the city of Greyhawk.
Ooh. Sure, that could work for you too.
But you have no news from any of these places?
No, I don't believe we have any news. It would be nice to get some news, though.
It would be a long trip to make with no information of what we would find there.
It would.
Well, for the time being, you have lucked your way into some fine supplies from the Hook Peninsula.
Wonderful. What's happening down there? A lot of just nothing as bad as here?
There are stirrings happening
Right.
in the jungles, but nothing to the scale that I'm hearing here. Local infighting, rebellions against the Scarlet Brotherhood, but the usual for the most part.
Wonderful. Where'd you
if
say you
there's
came from?
anything happening-
Mommerg? You've been to Mommerg?
No.
You haven't heard anything of Mommerg? Didn't come that way?
Hang on, give me 2 seconds. We came past Monmerg, but we did not stop it.
Did it look okay from the outside?
As far as I could tell, it seemed fine.
Okay. We sent someone down to Mommerg, or did they not go yet? I think it was talked about sending someone down to set up a curtain to keep the demons in this little...
I don't remember that.
What do you call it? No? I'm
Yes,
pretty
yeah,
certain
yeah.
I was talking about it.
My understanding was that you were sending Saint Leger, Madeline Saint Leger. Wrong.
Yeah.
Have they
The lady
gone?
hates Melgag.
Yes, that's the one.
Oh, her!
Yeah.
I think Donald-
That was such a
Donald-
funny interaction. God damn. That
Oh,
was so fucking funny.
And
Really hated you.
that was my understanding, and she is currently gone.
Is it gone long enough that they should have been back, or is this normal?
No. This is normal.
Okay.
It's not been that long because you guys jumped to hell and you were only available for like a couple of days, you know. So
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, 3 days at best in Vinderwald. Apparently, time same there.
I understand it's
shift
been a
jet
year.
lag.
Yeah, it's plane shift jet lag. Yeah,
Yes.
that's exactly what's happening here. Yeah, you've gone around a lot, but
Shift lag. That's what's it called.
Some of
but
us
no,
have it worse
she
than others.
wouldn't be expected to be back.
Okay. Well, thank you. I apologize for my. I don't think I was rude, but I apologize for not believing you right away. I'm sorry about that. I don't believe a lot of people right off the bat, but thank you for your kindness. I appreciate it a lot. And if you wish to stick around and help, I'm sure something can be worked out.
I would actually like to talk to. I take it that you're the leader of this little group?
Yes.
I would
Yeah.
actually like to talk to you in private.
Oh, great. Wow, I love private conversations.
Join me on the ship for the moment.
Sure. Lead the way.
This is where she's gonna stab you, Yumi.
Anything moves if I'm not on an hour, kill everything.
Everybody in town.
Just start murdering everybody. Just, like, start stabbing people.
Oh, Jimmy told me to.
I guess if Nomad and the others maybe just sort of position ourselves at the pier entrance there, sort of, or whatever.
There's people coming back and forth all the time with more crates of goods, and I would say there's a lot of trade goods and things, delicacies in terms of both food and wine, Threadross, that you wouldn't have seen for some time.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true.
Oh, feels like I'm back at home a bit.
I hate it.
Oh. Okay, Sophie, has Sophie eaten the mango yet?
Yeah, I ate the mango.
Okay. Oh, how
Very
did
juicy,
you
though.
find the mango?
Sorry, say again?
How did you find the mango?
I heard the word mango and nothing else.
How do you find the mango?
Oh, how did I
How
find the
did you
mango?
find the mango? Yeah.
Sorry.
Somebody gave it to her.
Nice.
Yeah, now you know how it feels.
I appreciate it. I like it.
Very weird. Definitely
Oh, what's
prefer
wrong?
apples.
Okay, did you try and eat the stone in the middle?
No.
Good. You don't want to do that. You'll break your teeth.
You probably
It's really nice though. How juicy was it? Was it a good? Well, I suppose you don't really have a reference point.
It was as juicy as a mango is. Also, how dare you say that my teeth aren't strong? I'll have you know my teeth are made of heaven clouds.
I do believe
My
that.
teeth are tested by Paylor. That has
Something
been.
like that. I have no idea what I'm made of right now. I could be made of stone or something for all I know.
I like grab one of my teeth and try and figure out what it's made of.
Feels like teeth.
Yeah, I mean, I'd assume it's just a tooth. Okay,
Do you reckon,
I
do you
feel
reckon
bad.
Celestials are made out of different stuff than humans?
No, I think they're made out of the same stuff, but then they have godly power added to them.
Neat.
That's how heaven cake is made, you know.
Threadross definitely wants to try some of the food, but at the same time she's very hesitant because she's kind of just a bit like, Well, we can afford our own food, and if there's free food being given out, it would be wrong to take it. Given and
Isn't this the I covet all woman?
she's willing to be charitable every now and then, and also this is very much more money thing than a resources thing. I'm happy to share. I just, yeah. So Threadrosser is trying to get better. Slowly, she's trying. Just don't ask to borrow money because she doesn't have any. But
Yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna grab some free food on the way out. I'm gonna grab like bananas, cucumbers, sausages, so on and so forth, that kind of stuff.
I'll
They have some of those things. They have bananas.
Shove it in the pack.
That's the only one of those they have.
I'll grab a mango and then.
You also see something else that I'm not sure you could resist grabbing. Even if
Okay.
it's to give to Thane later. You see some small glass vials with only a small amount of this red powder in each. But this is bloodroot spice.
Ooh.
It's a deep sort of crimson powder. It is effectively like a very fiery chili powder.
Yeah.
It only grows wild in the. It only grows wild in the Hook Peninsula, like in the jungle.
I think we did establish this that dwarven food is just extra spicy, right?
Yeah.
Threadros will probably. Well, she'll ask and then ask if she can grab a vial to remind her of home.
Isn't it correction? Dwarven food is poisonous.
Means something. This is a fiery seasoning, but it is also a mild stimulant.
Wait,
It can be
this...
used both for cooking and.
Oh man, can you send me that name? Because I was looking for stuff that I could use as an excuse for smelling salts for my Saturday character.
I wouldn't
Threadros.
suggest sniffing.
Threadros will grab a vial of it, and then.
To give you a little comparison, in terms of value, this stuff, there's not that much of it, but this stuff's very valuable. Like, think along the
I
lines
was gonna
of
say, like,
saffron.
I'd assume it would be quite valuable. Like, olden spices were quite valuable.
Well, because you can't farm it as well.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It all
So it's
grows in
like,
the wild at this point.
Yeah.
They haven't figured out the agricultural way to do it.
It's like nutmeg. Then it's like nutmeg in the.
I don't suppose they've got any
colonial
cocaine
place.
with them. Heaven sand, that's what they call it. Very good for angels.
This is the Hook Peninsula as well. It's just a
Not
place down here.
Cuba or Colombia.
Well, I think more Indonesia, but
Okay, I've lost the plot now. So we're going to jump over to Yumi just for a moment. As you board the ship, Nell turns. There's no angel does. Nell turns to you. I have two things to address to you. Do you want the good news or the bad news?
Give me the bad news first. Go ahead.
I have been gathering information from your town whilst I've been here.
Wonderful.
I'm hearing some troubling talk of one of your crew members.
Mm-hmm. Which one?
The Minotaur, I believe. Jurgen?
Oh, yes.
Some of it has been I've been able to address.
Mm-hmm.
Which is to say that he went missing recently and you had to go and get him. And I hear that you lost a lot of people in doing so. Personally,
Yeah.
my condolences on that.
Thank you. Mm-hmm.
But there seems to be a lot of people in your town that are saying that the Jurgen that came back isn't the same Jurgen.
Whoa.
And you Johnny for planting this fucking seed of distrust.
Okay.
I don't
Tell
know
me
who
who
it
was
was.
saying it.
Well, it's actually I really can't. Whenever I arrive in a port, I send out a few of my sailors just to go see what's happening in the town, to make sure there's nothing untoward going on, or to make sure that we're safe effectively, as any good captain would.
Of course.
But they mostly just observe the town, listen to the goings on. But they don't know the people well enough to know who they were that were saying it. Just that there was regular rumors being said that he's somehow, the words corrupted, twisted, defiled were all thrown around. That he had spent too much time somewhere else and was now warped. There seemed to be worries that he was here as an agent of somebody else. I just wanted to... I know how people talk, and I wanted to ask you directly if there were any merit to these rumors.
It's like being back in high school all over again. People talk about
Yes, he was away for a while. We went to get him back, but he was in stasis. He wasn't corrupted. He wasn't subdued to torture to change his soul or anything like that, no.
And you've checked that?
Yes.
Okay. The word is good enough for me.
Answered a little bit quickly there.
I just wanted to check. There's rumors that only, since his return, he has been a force of destruction already, and that he doesn't care about the people here. Anyway, it's fine. If it's just rumors, it's...
I believe it's a lot of misunderstandings. He's a big guy, big intimidating guy. People are already scared, and I think they're just pointing fingers at something to be scared of, because there's a few things not visible that people think or they should be scared of.
So sorry, you say it's a misunderstanding. So he's
been the same as he's always been. Big, scary, and intimidating. But when you get to know him, he's not. Only when he's in battle, of course. He's pretty damn scary.
A lot of yelling.
Interesting.
Like any Minotaur, really.
That's fine. Curiosity more than anything.
No problem. I'm also extremely curious, so I get it. Scratch it.
You mentioned helping your town, and I hope that the supplies that we've given will help in some small way, if nothing else. But there is the potential that we could do more, of course. It seems like you are collecting ships here. You sort of gestures out to the harbor full of ships.
Yes. They have come our way. They have all agreed to help with the potential coming battle if the demons decide to attack. Strengthen numbers, but rather than be out at sea. I don't know if you've heard of the reputation of Seahawk and Windrider. They're pretty reputable, I heard.
You did not have a high enough insight. I was going to mention it, but we got distracted. But she definitely knows who they are. And as you ask her, she will nod. Oh, I've heard of the privateers.
Yep. I would also privateers. Yep. I also heard of them. But they've been great help.
I have met them long time ago, but very long time. Anyway. But they seem solid, and they are great sailors if they are amongst your fleet.
They are. We have a whole range of captains amongst our fleet.
I can see. I look forward to getting to know many of them.
Please do. I think a lot of them drink in the tavern in the town, so snapping line. You know, you're always welcome to enjoy yourself for as long as you want, really.
I appreciate the offer. I'm sure the crew will have a day of downtime before we make any decision, and that way we can gather some more information for ourselves as well. Not just of your town, of course, but surrounding towns as well. It would be good to talk to people, see everything that's going on.
If you're heading out and maybe coming back, can you check Red Shore?
We can. What would you like me to check it for?
Just check it's okay. Because we thought Seaton was okay, and it turned out it wasn't. And now they're all here, and Seaton is empty. Yeah.
I mean, I don't think you could hold the population of Red Shore as well, right?
No, I don't believe. No, it's definitely a lot bigger than we are. But I just want to make sure we just have to deal with the gnolls to the north and the demons to the southwest, and not, anything from another direction.
To be clear, even with the refugee populations that you've taken in, I believe the population of Saltmarsh now currently stands at it's about 4,500 people.
Yeah.
Red Shore population, they have also taken refugees.
Oh, yeah?
Not that you would know that, but even before that, their population stood at about 7,000.
Yeah.
So,
Fuck that.
Yeah. No. We would go to them if anything.
According to the official Dust and Blood lore, now
According
a
to
world
the-
animal that you
the
can check
wiki.
out. Woo,
Nice.
go check it out,
One of
everybody.
my mods, drop a link. Drop a link.
Drop the link. Drop the link.
It's a lot of reading.
We are very desperate. Please look at our stuff.
Thanks. Well, it will be good to settle some of these rumors. I still have good news, but before we move on,
Sure.
a rather crass question. How many people did you lose on your last expedition?
27, I believe it was the number. It's changed because someone in our group was in denial that they lost a friend, so that number has potentially went up and down. It changes, but 27 is the number that I initially counted. So give or take a few being brought back, and magic.
Okay, that's.
Yeah.
You can very clearly see she's quite taken aback by that.
Yeah, I just want to give context. I don't know if anyone told you what we fought, but it was most definitely a greater god.
I just
deity.
assumed people were exaggerating.
No, definitely not. The single most terrifying thing ever.
On to
It
the
was-
good news.
Oh, please. Thank goodness.
I have a. God. Sorry.
It's a lot. Go on.
I have a gift for you as well, actually. I was asking about the tower up on the hill there.
Ooh.
Somebody was saying it is, well, that it was yours. I have shiverbark.
Ooh. Don't know what that is. Don't know what that is.
This is it's a wood, very rare type of wood. Shiverbark wood. Very pale, very hardy wood, good for construction. But it is very cool to the touch. It has a natural tendency to resist fire and any sort of pests that might eat it.
Nice.
Typically used for high-end sort of detailing furniture and construction.
Oh, heck yeah.
Bookshelves!
Are you trying to sell it to me? I'm also in need.
If I
Partially a
could,
joke.
if I
Partially
could
a
make
joke.
something for this trip, it would be fine. But it feels unfair to give so much away and then make you pay for these. But just
I'm
an
paying.
understanding with each other would be.
Sure. Do you have a specific thing you want to understand between us, or just like, hey, we're both cool?
It seems like there was a little bit of tension us coming to the town, which I understand now with everything going
yes.
on. Maybe didn't take the situation as seriously when we first arrived. I was not aware of.
It's a lot. It's very Yes, a lot of. It's not a normal thing you would hear or expect to see when you come to a little place to trade, but it's a pretty shit place happening things. It's a lot. And I lost my best friend, and I'm just holding it together barely.
She pulls out a hip flask and offers it.
No, is it gazpacho?
Yes?
Oh, give it to me. It's not gazpacho.
It does taste like gazpacho.
Oh, it does? Nice.
What the?
I fucking love gazpacho.
You do see. I need a con save from you, please. You see, she waved her hand, and I do not need. You're fine. It is rum, but you see as she begins to drink it, she waves her hand and casts prestidigitation on it to flavor it as gazpacho. It's not gazpacho.
Yeah.
But it
takes
does
the edge
taste
off.
like-
Thank you. Here.
Now you
Like this.
understand the same drink.
But yeah, you can tell that she. I mean, like, I know what your Arcana score is. She used prestidigitation.
Yeah. I appreciate it. Thank you. I think I needed that. Gotta keep a brave face for the crew.
Take it away. Well, the wood is yours, and she will sort of lead you actually into the ship a little bit further to show you where the wood is stored, and it's wrapped up pretty well. But she will pull it back to show you, and it's a beautiful, like very pale, almost to the point of being white wood. You know, it's like a very light pine, but beautifully straight as well.
Wonderful. This is great.
Yeah, it's a great wood to use. It's really beautiful. I don't really need anything from you for it, but at some point, if we do end up hanging around, I might need a favor or ask you for something, or just
Sure, I am an expert
consider it.
in magic and anything arcane and time magic.
Good to know. I have a little bit of magic myself, but mine.
Wonderful. You don't have a sister, do you?
No,
No.
I'm an only child. Why is
Just
that?
curious. I'm just curious.
No, I am an only child. And to be clear, because some people are, well, I'm assuming you being a wizard are not uncomfortable around magic users, but is there many magic users amongst your town?
No, outside the party, arcane wizard-wise, it's just me, I believe. Well,
Oh,
maybe
you got
Ida.
double deck wizards.
Ida and some deck and some wizards I should count but don't. We've got some deck hands, deck wizards. You know what they're like. They're pretty good on decks, but to my standard, no, just me.
Okay, well, good to know.
Yeah.
Either way, she's gonna take out the flask again.
Perfect. Thank you. Oh, if you're around tomorrow, there is an event happening tomorrow. If you notice, everyone is heading maybe over to Morn. We're having a thing for everyone we lost. Okay.
It's spreading pretty quickly around
Yep.
your town. It sounds
Yeah.
like people are trying to make sure everyone's aware of it.
Yep. Just thought I'd extend an invite if you wanted to come over and just, I don't know, stand there, pay your respects. Don't have to, because you're just here. Might be awkward. But I thought about it. I invited you.
We'll come and pay our respects nonetheless. Thank you for the invite.
Wonderful. Thank you for the wood.
Would you like me to have it delivered up to the tower?
Oh, sure. I was just going to ask the Red Rose. She's pretty big, but that could work.
These are like big slabs of as well.
The Red Rose is a big girl. Big build, I hear. Oh, a powerful build? Powerful build, I hear.
Yeah.
Whatever that feature is. Fucking know.
I mean,
Princess can do a lot,
Call her a big build, but
You said princess?
technically accurate.
Oh, yeah. My friend, the Loxodon's princess.
What did you say the name was?
Oh no, do you know her? Red Rose?
What's their last name?
Oh,
Good
good
question.
luck, ask her. I can't. I know it. I just can't pronounce it. I'll only butcher it. She'll know it.
Good question.
Monstromacoblopolis, something like that. It begins with an M.
Polis?
Yeah, it begins with an M. I don't know Celestial.
She was a. Is it Mastanopolis?
Yeah, Mastanopolis. That's the one. So I told you I don't know it. I know it, but I just can't pronounce it. My loxodon, I can't do it. My tongue just doesn't go that way.
I believe. Roll me an insight.
Don't stop now!
Why?
Don't stop now! You got gossip!
Oh,
yes!
Oh, let's go.
You can see she wants to say something, and it's not that she's trying to hide the information, but you can definitely tell she's questioning whether it's the right.
I would definitely, like, quite openly, like, flapping my hand. Go on! What is it?
I'm not sure I should.
Oh, you should. It's fine. We're friends here.
Roll me a persuasion.
Oh my god, you
Lost perception.
Right
All right.
Okay. The roof peas, guys. Go ahead.
I give him my inspiration.
Oh, I need this, right?
I give him my inspiration. It's better, I guess.
Wait. No, we're just mourning tomorrow, right? Nothing's gonna happen tomorrow. Right?
Yeah, sure.
Right? Sure. I'll use my convergent future to make it a success. I'll take an exhaustion. I'll bend the threads of time just to find out it's about Threadrose. We know nothing about her. I need to know. This whole time we know
We've
nothing.
been playing for years together. We know nothing about this lady, except what we like, figured out when we went like going around.
If your friend is genuinely if your friend is genuinely a princess, Mastanopolis, house,
She is.
I believe her family is looking for her, and they've put out a hefty reward.
Ooh, how much? Just between us, how much?
It's, I believe they're offering 20,000 gold.
Oh, you want to split it? No, I can't.
Well, that's
I
safe
can't.
return.
Oh, safe return? Ooh.
You weren't going to kill them, were you?
No, definitely not.
Then why do you say safe return like that?
That's a big girl. She'll fight. No, she won't fight back. Never mind. She willingly became a slave. No, she won't fight
What?
back. Nothing.
I didn't think the Keeland allowed this trading as slaves.
They're not. She's not a slave. She's free now. I freed her.
From
I mean,
the
it
food.
wasn't really willingly, but
You're not
it was more of a.
I freed her from me, technically, but I was not. The brand just passed to me, and then I
You have a
took it off.
habit of keeping slaves?
I've had two, but like they don't. You have to listen. They don't
It's
count
just a
like
coincidence.
that. They don't count like that. One was an air djinn. I had a ring, and I broke her free from the ring. Who does that? Me. But then Threadrose happened to become a slave, and the owner died, and the brand passed to me, and I freed her. So I should be break of change. Change. That's my titles. Freer of slaves.
I'm not sure how well a breaker of chains would get on with the Mastanopolis house, but very well.
I'm not a slaver. I just free them. That's a good thing.
It's been a pleasure.
It has. I feel like I'm sharing too much information about myself. I'm gonna ruin my reputation.
I'll leave you with one thing.
Who?
From
ahead.
what I've seen of the town so far, I would be concerned if I were in your position. If people were
Why?
talking about a member of my group, the way they are talking about you.
Good to know. Now deal with it.
It's been a
Okay,
pleasure.
thank you. And you ungrateful people. Now stomp out.
It's not that loud. Actually, just tap tap.
Yes, yeah. In my head, it's like boom, boom, boom. It's like tap, tap.
Do you have thaumaturgy?
No. Goodness. No.
Ah.
My intimidating aura is enough.
If Fredros is with you, should be able to do thaumaturgy to make it more impressive.
You're also wanted.
Apparently. Ty, are peaches a thing in Zeef?
What, sorry?
Are peaches a thing in Zeef?
Peaches, yes.
Yeah, okay.
I thought you said pigeons.
I
Anyway,
mean, are pigeons a thing in Zeef? That's a good
Yes.
question. Too. Oh, okay. Good to know.
alright. To everybody else that's here whilst...
Make my way back down to the group.
to everybody else that's here, with the exception of Yumi for the moment, Fredros is my king. Fredros is female.
Yeah.
Just a quick tidbit.
First off.
Uh,
Thanks, Sam.
Queen.
but
Queen
Eva,
shit.
Numat, Thredros. But what are you up to?
I'm just coming back.
Thredros is kind of, although she said she doesn't really want to take much free food, she's kind of just picking at it.
That's worse.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I'm not doing great. But a bit of a subpar thing. After a while, after sort of like trying, and I try a little bit, and go like, nah, not working right now, and I stop
It's a
again.
good try. Try again. I'm sure you'll be able to do a lot better.
That's the most condescending thing I've ever.
Yeah, no, it's like Martin's about to say something. It's like that's
Paylor,
not
guide your musical career.
well.
Thredros, roll me
Felt
a
like I wasn't.
d20.
It's a cantrip.
I am aware. I said what I said. Roll me a d20.
Bam.
I'm the fucking DM.
All right, good to know. Thank you.
I mean, I was. I felt like I just hadn't the inspiration at the moment, but if you insist, well, try again, I guess. He's so. Wants me so badly. The instrument's better, I guess. The guides actually helped a lot. Alright, I'll provide a little bit of music while we wait.
Thredros, if I may ask you a question.
Yes.
What was it about Paylor that drew you into his service?
I just enjoyed helping people, and I can do that at the Church of Paylor. And yeah, I don't know. His teachings just connected with me.
Any specific teachings?
What's that interesting? Specifically, I don't know. It all just kind of made sense. Everything just clicked.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, do you have to reason faith? Do you?
Well,
Faith is its own
I'm
thing.
not asking about whether or not you have faith in Paylor or questioning it in any whatsoever. I'm simply wondering what sort of resonance you have with Paylor. Does that make sense? See,
Okay.
typically
Yeah.
people have connections with things that resonate with them, things that perhaps happened to them where they grew up, reasons to push them into certain directions, paths of their lives. I'm certainly wondering why it was particularly Paylor that drew you. As you said, you like helping people, but you do not necessarily need to follow Paylor himself to do to do things like helping people. Does that make sense?
I know. I mean, he's a god of light, and light's an important source of like how plants and that grow, and it gives people hope and vitality and that. I just kind of. I mean, I just went to the church and kind of it just clicked. I don't know what else to say.
You just went to the church?
Yeah, I mean, I started going to the church when someone close to me passed, and then yeah, it just clicked.
I'm sorry for your loss, first of all.
It was a while ago, but thank you.
A shining light through the darkness, it cuts and gives people hope around them. Much like the sun. Sun is a crucial part of any ecosystem and environment. Without the sun, things cannot live and breathe. Helps the plants make resources for the rest of all living creations. Surely, if a sun were to vanish in any world, it would be catastrophic. But I offer this wisdom to you, Thredros. While the sun has many benefits to the world, what happens if you look at the sun directly for too long?
You get sunburn in the eyes.
Not necessary, Gorg.
And in this I ponder how something so good can cause something so devastating. Truly a tragedy.
Well, I mean, his power is not there to be abused. You should use your temperance and cease looking at the sun when it starts blinding you.
And much like the blinding,
there's a lesson in there for me, but I mean, maybe.
And much like a blinding light the sun provides, one should practice humility.
Yes.
You know, when they said that I would be part of the holy trinity of ladies in this party, I kind of expected less poetic rumination. I've got no idea what you guys are talking about at this point.
Nimrod stops the music for a moment. I quite enjoy it.
Thank you. Yeah, I mean, I like to be a bit poetic every now and then. Yeah. What's wrong with all the prose and a bit of drama?
It's in the discussions of faith and wisdom that one finds themselves the true test of faith between each other. And when the bands of faith are stretched and compressed, they strengthen the bond between fellows and allies, as well as our connections of faith towards our own individualistic beliefs.
Yes. Yes, exactly. Sorry, I'm just looking for my water skin. Those nuts are quite salty.
Sorry, could you say that whole quote again? I'm writing it down so I can try and decipher it later.
I also would like it to have for the notes.
Jesus.
At least some of that.
I'm not tired. I don't write stuff down, guys.
Watch the vlog.
I'm a DM and I don't write things down.
Someone fucking clip that, please. Thank you.
I guess I have to watch the stream again. That's fine.
I'll rewatch it and throw it at you.
What time are we at right now? Someone put in chat what time it is at present.
Oh, I see.
I think that Sophie is quite an embodiment of the mysterious nature of certain celestials.
What do you mean?
Well, in certain texts, if you were to read them, celestials would always talk in certain amounts of riddles and not necessarily guide people in direct paths, but seemingly in the direction that they needed to go for them to find the sort of faith that they needed to. Whether that the people believed that they were telling deceptive, factual things didn't really matter in the end, as they were the ones being guided towards where they needed to go. I feel like perhaps you embody that sort of aspect of Celestials.
You know,
Mysterious
when
nature
most
so
people
much.
speak in riddles, people tell elaborate stories when they lie. But people who tell riddles instead, those people aren't lying. Those people are confused. Those people don't have a story to tell, so they make it vague deliberately. There are many such liars. I think that there's a good chunk of the angels in that history that just didn't know what was going on. Used the flashing lights and halos to make it seem like there was more going on than actually was. And maybe, hey, they were all actually very competent and just didn't want to give away too much, and I'm the only incompetent angel, but... you know. Who knows?
I don't know. But I don't believe it's my nature to understand and know everything. I suppose that's why Thredos is a cleric and I'm a paladin and you are Sophie.
Hey.
I'm not trying to
that was a cool save there. Well done.
I'm not trying to define you in any way. I apologize.
Ha! No, I'm just a person. Commoner, so to speak.
Commoners don't fall from the sky and wake up with 12 eyes.
14, but I get your point.
I was standing on the wrong side, didn't count the last two.
At least they're symmetrical. Mostly.
Speaking of, Thredos, you were planning on making a temple, you said.
Yeah, I mean, I was kind of half joking about his grandeur, but I mean, I think there was a Temple of Palor. I mean, I don't think I'll be physically making it. There are probably stonemasons who are, when they're done with the walls, who will be better qualified to do so. But I feel like at least a small temple to Palor, given that there was one in Seaton. That it would probably be apt to have a small temple here at least.
Given
just
that
as a little. Sorry, go ahead.
Given that we have such a hot pot of mix of people coming from all over the coast here, perhaps we can make.
That's a good idea. We can make a temple of Palor and then one more temple for every other god. Then they don't need to build any more temples.
Mm-hmm. Just like an off section, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like you have Procan, Palor, and other.
Mm-hmm.
If you make a temple for each god, by the time you're finished making the temples, there'll be less gods than temples.
Exactly. You just need to and by then you'll want to make the temples bigger anyway, so because they'll need to each be grander than the last. So.
Well, why don't we wait a month or two and then we don't have to build any temples?
No. We need to save Palor's power, and then make sure the temple to Palor's built, and then we probably should. I mean, I think a load of gods getting dissolved into the cosmic soup is probably not a good idea. It will probably wreak some chaos. So we probably shouldn't allow all the gods to die. As much as Yumi would view that as a heretical talk.
We probably shouldn't allow any more gods to die, for that matter.
I agree. No more gods dying is definitely beneficial.
Is it just like the gods, or does that include devils and stuff? Like powerful patrons?
I honestly don't know. We've only really heard about like the Norse pantheon and I think a few other gods dying. We haven't really heard about any evil gods dying, to be honest.
And maybe something we should look into.
Yes.
It'd be kind of awkward if all the good ones died and the evil ones took over.
Yeah. That would be awkward.
Speaking of, it's been like
Oh,
nearly a full day and a half since I met you guys, and I don't think we've made any progress towards
in
the
what
whole
sense?
saving gods bit.
To be fair, we have just fought a god, and I think we're kind of just more in the aftermath of that at the moment. I think the next thing, Yumi said something about finding a way of getting through what is it called again? The sand thing, the big place where we have to get the crystal to save Palor. That sea where that magical war happened, and everything is all magical dust or something.
So
I can't remember the name of it.
real quick,
So-
out of character correction, Sophie. I don't think it has even been a day yet. Pretty sure we met you today, no?
Well, you met me today, yes, but I've been watching you guys for over a day, so it feels
Oh,
like it's been
okay.
more than a day.
Okay, I thought no, we only have actually known each other for real,
Yeah, yeah.
not even a day yet.
Dodos.
Okay.
I believe they called it the Sea of Dust.
Sea of Dust, that's it.
So we need to
Um,
find powerful MacGuffin in the world's largest shithole, and then go save a god.
Yes.
Fantastic.
That is an interesting way of putting that, but yes.
I think Yumi has an idea for how we can survive it and get the crystal to where we need to. It's just, it doesn't sound like it sounds like that itself is going to be a bit of an adventure. I have a feeling saving the gods is going to be a very much a long-term project if we're going to try and save them, save as many as possible. And hopefully we can keep Yumi on side for it.
Well, I'll have to cancel some concert tickets, but you know.
I mean,
could
there'll
free
be
up
need
my
for rest
schedule.
time. But there will be need for rest time anyway, because there's probably going to be a lot of recuperation after difficult fights and difficult days in general.
Yes, we have a funeral tomorrow. I'm sure Yumi's coming up with something. I need to do some shopping. Still gotta talk to the other kobolds walking around. There's much to do.
That seems like a nice pause in that conversation. And you hear Yumi's small footsteps heading along the dock back towards you at this point. Maybe the occasional, oh, excuse me. Who knows?
As he gets close, I'm going to use Thaumaturgy
Sounds just
to
like him.
make big stomping sounds as every time he walks.
But let's take a quick break, 10 minutes, and then we'll head back and we'll jump back over to Jurgen and see if he's still alive when we get back.
There has to be a sacrifice being made to save another.
It's not so
Save
much
Jurgen
bringing them
just
back
to
as it
get
is
out back.
trading. God. Can you imagine? You lose 27 people, including one of them, get them back, and then trade them for one of them. It's just such a net.
I think that the town would be right to be pissed at us.
Oh, well, that would start fucking right. It would kick us out. Well, you guys, not me.
And then you guys would be like, we're not going anywhere. And a fight would break out and you'd slaughter them. Anyway, let's take a break.
We're
End
the
of
Lockdown
campaign.
Lothars. Actually, it's technically Lockthars. Hang on, did Lockthar actually have a will and testament, or is it just assumed it's ours?
You didn't really get a time to do it.
Yeah.
You know,
So has it just gone to the state?
it's just kind of, it generally was owned by all. You know, so like, Wilds, you know, was a communal home for the entire group.
Okay. Fair enough. I'll be back in a
10 minutes. Let's take a break, and we'll be right back.
Break,
See you
break,
soon,
break.
everybody. We are back.
Okay.
Hello, everyone. That's fine. You don't need to have a backstory. I'll keep just making it up as I go for you.
Yeah, I'm quite happy to be flexible.
Well,
But I like the idea that she kind of ran away, kind of ad hoc, without telling anyone. Sounds very Threadross. She would just assume people would be a bit like, oh yeah, she just went and did this, and the word would get out that she's gone to do it, rather than it just being a case of, oh, she's gone missing.
ooh, kitty catty, welcome in.
I'm gonna pay you now because I'm knackered, so I'm probably gonna have to head up very quickly.
All right, no worries. Would somebody mind tagging Mr. Mel?
I just next.
Mel?
Kitten cat. Oh, never mind.
Fuck. All right, that's Mr. Mel. We are just waiting on. Jack,
We
I
have-
assume you're back.
21 viewers. Woo.
Saint Sophie. Welcome in.
Oh yeah.
Oh, they're doing.
The moment we get Mel back, we will restart. Yeah, just in case anybody was unclear as to what's happening. Threadross says, in the 3 years that we've been playing this game, never sent me a
Sorry.
so I'm just making it
Wow,
up.
we can call them out like that live on stream.
Look, I went 2 years without calling him out. 1 year I started doing it a little bit. At this point, we're in 2025, bro, and I've still not even got a shred.
I am happy being flexible and just rolling with the punches.
This is not being flexible. This is just DM making your backstory for you.
It's a little lazy.
Isn't this being deliberately inflexible by not allowing anyone else any opinions on the backstory only you know about?
You have.
I mean, I haven't really.
No. Well, the point is,
There's
that
no backstory.
Anthony doesn't know what the backstory is. So if I say something, Anthony goes, "Oh yeah, that's part of my backstory."
Well,
Sounds about right.
I mean,
Sure.
I've got a rough idea, but it's very, very rough, and I think I've
5 sentences.
yeah, it's like a couple of sentences, yeah.
Wait,
There's
so you
no-
just in scenes decide what is and isn't your backstory?
Basically,
That's like a hijacker going, well, I decided in the moment who should and shouldn't be the pilot of this plane.
I'm
I mean,
apply
I
to
do have to
Threadross
write down
doing
when
the,
something becomes solid about the backstory, so it isn't exactly.
Yeah,
I
you
think
now know
Threadross
that
kind of
Anthony's-
lives by the Joker statement for what I want my backstory to be. I want it to be multiple choice.
we're now aware that. Let's get it. I'm sure
Yeah.
shared in character as well. All right.
Look, my boy Woolsby over here needs a backstory, so help him out.
So we see Yumi walking down the plank or whatever that connects the
gonna-
boat and the dock.
Jump back to you with that in a moment. Actually, I'm going to jump back
okay.
to Jurgen before we get to that.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
All right. So, hang on, let me scroll up my notes. Apologies.
No. 33.
All right. You see, it's been a long time. You thought this would take a few moments. At this point, Yumi, did the dragon appear? Did you take the dragon? Where's the dragon?
No, I ended up just straight up taking the ship instead. I was going to take the dragon, but it takes like a minute to cast, so I just jumped in the ship.
Understood. All right. So, Jurgen, as you sit upon the skull, everything disappears around you. That sort of faint heartbeat, that almost rhythmic sound of, or melodic sound of some sort of slight song appearing around you, has begun at this point. And as all the ruins begin to light up and glow, the wash of warmth comes over you like a strong wind blowing in. All of that energy intensifies. You feel something inside of you. You feel like almost a whispering, somebody reaching out to you. Gradually, it all fades away. When you open your eyes, you see just the sea churning in front of you. There's a sense of serene still befalls you. And the world feels just a little bit more peaceful. You feel a warmth spreading from your chest that wasn't there before. And you feel as those whispers still almost nag ever so slightly in the back of your mind, almost trying to tell you something, but you're not sure what it is. Go ahead and roll me a history check with advantage. Actually, sorry, delay that. Religion check.
Nice.
Pretty good. Whatever it is, whatever this whisper is about to say to you, is interrupted. As very abruptly, you feel hands around your waist pull you, or like start to pull you up into the air, and you hear a very loud voice behind you, just a very shrill, just yell, "I'm back, bitches!" Hey. Minotaur, you're alive! And I need a dexterity save from you, please.
I don't guess I get advantage on this, do I?
You did not see this coming, I'm afraid.
We just see in the distance as a meteor crashes into the water, you know.
You lose your footing as Arthur. Pardon?
As he says, another meteor crashes into the water, and I say another 5 houses get destroyed.
Oh, God damn it. I'm assuming you're not going to let yourself sink to the bottom, but you do tumble and fall from the skull. Oh. As you just splash into the water, and Arthur just hovers above, looking down. Oh, shit.
Glad to see you're still okay.
I'm better than ever. What happened?
You
Where's
died.
everybody else? Nah, don't be silly. That's not true. Can't kill me.
Yeah, no, you really. Hold on, let me get on land, and I climber back on the skull. You know.
The skull is, you cannot get back on the skull. The skull is above the water by a ways. Like, you are now just in the water. Floating.
I get on the landing here, you know, on the cliffs. Hey, just climb up. I mean, I'm a natural climber, so that goes easily for me.
Roll me in athletics. It's not a failure type deal. I just want to see how.
Can I try and quote unquote? Can I listen to their conversation? Oh shit! What the fuck did I just do?
Very good. It's a bit of a struggle to climb these cliffs. They're wet. It's still raining. Like it's not it's not difficult, but it's not a fun experience. You know what I mean? Like it's a bit of a challenge to get up. Just finding footholds and stuff as you climb. Arthur just floating up next to you.
Yeah. That's the one thing I didn't miss. Yeah, I'll climb up for a bit. Oh, jeez. No, well, you really died, Alpha. Like, you were gone. I saw what you showed me, and she stabbed you to death, hell.
That bitch. She dead?
Complicated question. Yes and no.
Roll me an insight, Yoga.
Of course.
Arthur's not paying attention.
Of course. But hey, we used the skull to bring you back.
Sorry, what?
We used the skull to bring you back because there wasn't really any other way. I can't do that for 100 years now, so, there's that.
Oh, fair. Well, thanks for that, bud. Good to see you. Where's everyone else at?
Went over across, the water. Yumi and the others are over there with one of the trade ships that came in. There's some new people too. Mel Gag died too. But he's not actually dead.
Oof, you buried the lead on that one, didn't you, big boy? What do you mean he's not actually dead?
Apparently he's in a phylactery of some kind, Yumi said. He has it with him. Yeah, he's gonna come back in 6 days, supposedly.
Okay.
So I don't know about how that goes. That aside, all the warriors of Zeef, they didn't make it. They did, and I don't know who that other air genie was, but she also died. And we had to, in the end, leave Zilly behind to put an end to the fight. I don't know what hell had in mind with her. For some reason, she wanted her to stay behind, and Zilly offered herself up. It's not good, Alpha. It's not good.
But other than that, everybody else made it back?
Yeah. The two Dark Elves, they also made it back. Surprisingly. But none of the warriors, the Sunny didn't make it. Yeah. And Malgak got turned to phylactery.
Okay. Well, thanks for telling me. Are you happy to be back? People are glad to see you, right?
About that, they're not so happy from what I'm hearing.
What? But you're like a hero and shit, right?
I like to think so, but I think a lot of people found the cost a little bit high for just me.
Yeah, I get that. I guess you're not that special.
Okay.
All right. Well, I'll race you to the others. Come on.
What? I just stand there looking out into the distance.
She just drifts off. You know for sure she's not even going full speed. She's just making her way across the
Yeah. I'll catch up to that one eventually. I have to wait for a dwarf to come by to talk about what I want on my map.
He just starts stomping the long way around. It's a full walk as well. The bridge is miles away.
Because of how long this took, Thane would actually already be very close by, if not already there.
Did Colna see that? The whole thunderstorm, small, localized.
Yeah, I would say so. But he would have left shortly after, for reasons.
Oh, okay.
Oh, hey, you! You still around? Yeah, sure. Leave me alone, you blurb.
Still don't understand what he's saying. All right. With that, I'll leave you to roleplay with yourself in the background, Jack.
What do you mean? You did that.
Feel free to just have a chat with yourself in the apartment there.
Cool guy, you're gun. I don't hate you. Come on.
Oh, you're so cool. Oh, you're so cool too.
All right. But in the meantime, we will jump back to the other
Whoa,
group.
she's fancy.
You don't see her just yet. I will let you know when you do, because it's just with the time difference of things happening. But we'll remember that comment for when she does appear. She is very funny. But in the meantime, Eva, I think was there something you wanted to do as you hear Yumi heading towards your group here?
I was just gonna ask Yumi if everything was all right. was a private conversation.
I understand that all of Yumi's footsteps are enormously loud because of Threadross's magical interference.
You should get your ship fixed. This is too loud.
That's on your jetty, like on the Saltmarsh jetty.
Yep.
Yeah, it is.
Clearly the fault of Nell and the crew.
We should definitely get that fixed.
Yeah.
Hello?
Hey, Yumi.
Hello?
How did it go?
Pretty good, really. She offered up some really rare and good for building wood as a gesture of good faith between us. I apologize for thinking wrongly of her intentions, and she spoke to me about a couple of rumors about Jurgen, if it was true or not, and if he's really that as bad as people say he is, but he's not. And Princess,
Yes.
where'd you say you were from again?
Peninsula?
You have a family down there. You're royalty, correct?
Yes. Why?
Yes. And your last name? Can you just tell me your last name to just remind me? Is it Mastonopoulos?
Mastonopoulos, yes.
Princess, I have some.
You
I have some
what?
good news and bad news.
Okay.
What would you like first?
Random.
No, you gotta pick one. You can't do that.
You pick.
Sure.
Just like his
Your-
backstory. He
Your
doesn't have to
family
do
is
it.
your family is missing you.
Oh, that's lovely.
Yeah, they're looking for you.
Oh, I probably should communicate with them at some
Definitely,
point.
there's 20,000 gold out to find you safe and return you.
Oh, well, I guess I'll have 20,000 gold when I get back then.
Do you want to hold out until it's like more, and then we go back and pick up the bounty?
Well, I'm going to contact them. I'll give them a sending.
No, how about wait, hold. Let's not get too hasty. How about you sending and be like, I'm in trouble. I need 100,000 gold for my safe return.
I'm not going to lie to them.
Put it in the chest that will show up at your feet. I don't know.
Hey, when I was nobility, I received a sending like that. Turns out, no relation at all.
Yeah, I think they did.
We should look into this.
Awkward sending.
Yeah.
No, they're looking for you.
Yeah, I'll give them. I'll contact them at some point.
20,000 gold. Badly looking for you.
Yeah.
You aren't next in line, are you?
No. I'm definitely not next in line.
Are you sure? Are you lying? You want to ask someone of a higher power? Are you next in line? Or do you know that yourself?
My siblings have already died, which I really hope not.
That would be horrible. Don't say that.
Yes. Unless
don't
something
jinx that.
horrible happened.
On the topic
Then
of siblings, how many have you got?
I have two brothers.
Write that down.
Oh, what are they called?
Yeah, what's their names?
Edush and Drastush.
Edush and Drastush.
Write those down, please.
I'm not interested.
Is that space? Is that a space douche or a douche?
Skadoosh.
Skadoosh. Got it.
I put it on the. Yeah, I have an older sister called Jorah, a younger sister called.
Oh shit, he
Morgan.
actually wrote it down. Fuck, he's
Oh
good.
shit, there's
He
notes
got
there.
us. He got us. He actually wrote
Oh,
it
he
down.
gave out a left ear.
I was under the assumption he had nothing.
He used the break really wisely.
Oh, you have quite a
that
big
written down,
family.
but,
Cunning.
that one was actually prepared.
You're
Is
the
your
middle
father like
child?
a sort of harbinger being Threadoom?
That is
Threadoom.
so cool name. I love that actually. Threadoom.
Doom.
That
Yeah,
is pretty good.
Yeah, it is a rather interesting name. I think he got it from his grandfather.
What was his name?
Who kind of
Thread Destruction was your grandfather?
Threadoom the First. I think he
Oh.
kind of
Wouldn't that make your
kind
father
of-
the second?
he. Well, yeah, he is.
But you don't
Nice.
call your father that,
one
right? You don't
kind
call
of-
like the second.
That one kind of was one of the ones who seized control of the area we control now.
Unless he had a really good sense of humor, like Threadoom the Second gave birth to. Sorry, didn't give birth to, but sired Threadoom the First.
Probably.
How would that work? The numbering convention is can't go backwards.
That's why she said it. She had to have a sense of humor to do it that way.
But that's
Oh, it's a joke. Yeah.
It was a joke.
But there's an order to things.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
Boy, I didn't realize we were in this territory already.
Oh no. Well, they're looking for you. Pretty badly. 20,000 gold.
I'll give them. I guess I should actually call home at some point.
Do it right now.
Yeah, among all
You're so eager to use sending
let
any
us
other
listen to
time.
it.
Go ahead.
Well, yeah. I mean,
Let's
I
go
can
ahead.
do. I just need to get somewhere
Hey,
safe.
Papa, it's me, Thread Roast. Send money. Thank you.
I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah, that would work. That would work. I can send them a chest tomorrow. They put money in and we get it instantly.
Don't have to be mean like that.
That'd be
I'm
horrible.
gonna kind of back off, into
Oh, shit,
I have
he's
a bit of
actually-
room around myself.
Oh no, you're rebellious.
I'm just gonna step so that I can see her face when she's talking.
Oh yeah, the trunk's actually covering it, so you can't see the mouth.
We can't use this excuse every time I want to lip read Threadrot.
I'm gonna fully brighten my armor, so lip reading is more difficult.
The blind just flashbangs all 14 eyes.
You underestimated my abilities.
Right, I'm gonna do sending to Thredoom.
Roll me a.
Ooh, to the dead.
At least didn't go the classic way.
What is the? What is that? One for the surge.
Yeah, that was for the surge. Yeah.
Okay, roll me another one then.
Da-na-na.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Not on the right plane of
Oh!
Okay.
Okay. Hey, Dad. Sorry, I haven't called. Been trying to focus on a mission for Paylor and discovering myself. Should have contacted before leaving. Sorry, best. This should end there, and wishes is the last word, but that doesn't go through because too few words.
None of it goes through the spell.
Yeah, I figured.
You figured.
But the spell fails because.
Well, I mean, does Threadrot know it failed, or
You know it failed. Yeah.
She know
Threadrot
why?
got-
There are. I mean, there's two reasons that you would be aware of.
Yeah, I'm guessing there's like magical guards, stuff for royalty and stuff like that.
That's true.
Typically-
That would also potentially be a thing. You would know that were that the case, they could have rejected the message. Like they would get the option to either reject it or accept it. So there's the potential they've rejected it. There's the potential they're on a different plane of existence. Or of course the other option is that they're dead. But,
Yeah, they're dead.
but all of those would feel the same. So you don't know which one that is.
Yeah.
You just know that it failed.
I will send the same message to my mum, 4th level.
Okay. Roll me
And
a d20 for the surge first. Let's do the surge first.
yeah,
Okay. Roll me another d20, please.
so
So we just like it's like watching someone get out a phone, dial a couple numbers, and then immediately explode.
What do you,
Oh no,
what do
it's
you say
not
to your mum?
surges. It's not...
sorry.
What do you say to your mum?
It's going to be the same message, but this time I'll be able to complete it and say mother instead of father.
Okay. That makes sense. But the spell still fails.
Yeah, and then I'm going to try brother.
Just go down the
Well,
list.
Can we start crossing out the fucking names on the list that he just sent?
Oh no, I don't want to start on a death list, guys. Like I just did that recently. That was very depressing.
I don't think they're dead. I think they're probably just on a
Hang on a
different
minute.
plane. I think that's
Hang
what
on a minute.
Threadless thinks.
We are watching. I mean, obviously, this is a point in what we were talking about. We are seeing Threadross cast the spell over and over again, right?
Yeah. Isn't this the third time?
Yes, I believe so.
Do you want another one?
Yes, please.
We find out what happens
no.
during the first 2 explosions.
Oh
Well,
my god!
she's an exploding.
It's just not going through.
Right?
Maybe Threadross is really close with with her sisters.
How do you do this?
You guys have like bad connection here.
At the 5th level, the
No.
spell doesn't go
Someone
through.
taking down a tower
No,
somewhere.
don't
that's
go
4th
through.
level. It was. No, that was 5th level. Bollocks.
Yeah, I think if you meant to, you
I meant
you
to
can
do
switch it
4th,
for a
but-
4th level if you want. I don't think you meant to.
Fredros is trying to just up the
Okay.
power each time, just getting increasingly frustrated.
Yeah,
All right,
he's
so
like
6th
trying to find
level
the
is fine.
signal.
Not going through.
It's like so sad to watch because like the first time she actually calls home as a dad, like so always like semi excited right, and then doesn't call. Okay, I guess I call mom, but and then mom also doesn't pick up.
Do we
And
see
I
her
guess I
like
call my brother,
holding her?
and then brother also doesn't pick up, and then
Well,
she's like to get a little bit,
she-
you know.
Do we see her like holding up her arcane, her divine focus? Just like, do I have bars here? Signal, please. Okay.
She's gonna try her older sister, her younger sister, just as a kind of final thing.
I'm pretty sure Tyus is using a module to make him low roll. Well, yeah, there it is.
All right. Well, this one surges. So roll me the other d20 first.
No,
They only go through if they surge. Oh my god. What are you doing? Divine intervention.
I can't. I tried to save the homunculus.
I just
So sorry, how many of these surged? I have no idea. How
One.
many?
Just
one.
Only
One.
one.
Only one. Okay,
this
sorry. I
one.
thought
This
she
one.
failed many of them.
No,
No, something else is happening.
The first
Something
d20
worse.
is for the surge. Yeah.
Something
Okay.
worse.
I just want to point out one thing. You did save the homunculus. You said tried to. You saved the homunculus. It died like 10 minutes after you used the divine intervention.
I don't think it was
One
10
of
minutes.
your fucking surges, by the way, as well.
Go ahead and roll me a d100. This is an evocation.
Yeah, it's just a smaller one, thankfully. Just a small one.
Minor evocation.
Oh my
Oh
god.
shit!
What's the what?
These
Why
are the
not?
numbers we need you to roll when you do divine intervention for important things. Just
You're never getting this again, by the way.
You're using up all your luck.
With this, you see as Threadross is now on fire. There's like it does not cause you any harm. In fact, you barely even notice to begin with. But your armor is now like absorbed in flickering white flame that very much fits with the whole Baylor thing.
Is it
Doesn't
this
cause
like,
any-
Is it actually any different visually?
I mean, now you can see flickering white flame, but you were already radiating light. It would radiate light, but you were already doing that, so that kind of gets lost.
Just a
In the aesthetic
visual
anyway.
effect a little bit.
Do you think
Exactly,
she cranked up
yeah.
the juice on her light a little bit too high? Is this? Should we be worried about this?
She doesn't seem concerned.
As long as she didn't explode in a radius around her, I think we're okay.
As
Okay.
you
Normally
attempt
that
to send
happens.
the same message to your sister, I'm very sorry, but it does.
Her dad, they're all just sitting
Yeah.
at the table, and her dad's
How
like,
many spell
no one
slots you got
answered.
left at this point?
No one answered to her.
I
She
have
needs to
no
learn.
idea, but Threadross is going to give it a bit of a. I just couldn't get through to them. They might be on a different plane or something.
How many did you try?
I tried my dad, my mum, my oldest brother, and my youngest sister.
Threadross, I don't want to be mean, but the likelihood that 4 messages don't go through, it's very slim. You sure you don't want to try again?
But you know what my sending is like.
Normally
But
pretty
you-
good after you explode.
So
Threadross.
I will try one more.
Wait,
I
look,
will
look,
try.
Is your family known for traveling the planes?
They don't normally travel the planes, but they
Have
could be.
Have they ever? Are there a reason to?
I don't think they have reason to.
Oh. Maybe just
Yeah,
try
that's-
one more time.
What are the likelihood that all of them were slain all at once?
Ooh.
Um,
Didn't they take the seat by force, you said? The area? Aren't you concerned?
nice. She is gonna try phoning her dad again. No, she'll try phoning the younger brother, Drazuj.
Somebody that's better
Uh,
can tell me, but if it's a planar thing, there's a 0.00006% chance that after those it
Yeah.
With the
Technically,
5%.
it's a Poisson distribution, so
Let's see you roll another fucking under 5.
They're all fucking dead.
Wait,
Hold on,
I don't-
you still have one more sister.
I still have one more sister.
I
wait,
don't think her family.
Threadross, this you.
Don't
I
say it
don't
out
think her
loud.
family are looking for her.
Can you cast a spell on me? I want to see something. Just
I mean,
anything.
Doesn't she surge with that?
no.
No, no.
The
First
first one is
D20.
The first D20 is the surge, the second
She's
one
gonna
is
try
to go
a
through
lot-
5%.
The last relative, Jorah, her older sister.
Oh no.
No surge. Come on.
Wow,
What happens? What happens?
That was fucking insane.
Nothing.
You just burned how many spell slots?
1, 2,
Uh,
3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
3
6.
third level,
Oh god.
2 fourth no, hang on. It was 2 third level, 2 fourth level, and 2 fifth level.
Our healer, ladies and gentlemen.
Good.
That's how we don't get in a fight today.
Yeah. You still have your channel divinity, right? Might want to use your hardest divine power to get a few of those slots back.
We're gonna go to bed early,
That
boys.
only goes up to spell level.
Does descending go through?
I hate to do this to you, but repeat the message for me, please, because it's been a while at this point.
Hello, Jorah. It's Threadross. How many words? I have 35 words, don't I? Sorry for running out abruptly. Wanted to do a mission for Paylor. Is everyone okay? My sending spells have been failing repeatedly. I hope you're all good. I'm safe in Saltmarsh at the moment.
It takes a moment before anything happens, but you get a message back as you feel the spell goes through.
Ah,
Oh,
I'm sure that your sendings have been failing. Everybody is fine here. Mom and Dad are very worried about you. You have responsibilities. Let me know when you're returning, and I shall let them know.
that means I need to do a sending.
And
do you
just be
know
clear,
when
in
you're
case
returning?
just in case
um,
anybody is confused, I do allow sending to be upcast so that you get more words with it.
Yeah.
So-
I think I used most of them, didn't I, though?
So did the sending work, Threadross?
Yeah, I got a message back. Family are just worried, and I think there's a bit of annoyance to the fact that I kind of abruptly left, and there are obviously responsibilities I have to. Yeah, just pointless ceremonial
Like what?
tat.
You're
Well, it's
But
just
you-
all the ceremonial tat. We have to kind of bless this kind of thing, and all that kind of bureaucratic nonsense.
your other sendings failed, but your family's alive, right?
Yeah, they're alive. Joel didn't
Perhaps.
say that anyone had died. I asked her if everyone was all right. I think it just didn't go through. I mean, my family probably have some form of protective spell which to stop random sendings coming through, and I was just getting unlucky. As well, you're aware, I sometimes do. You've seen my sending spells before.
I hope that that's the case.
Oh no,
and
you
it's
haven't.
not.
You haven't, but you've had. Yumi, do you want to tell the tale of the tavern in? Well, it was about 2-3 days ago.
Killed everybody.
No,
I hope.
give me the name of the place. Come on.
Oh, the tavern somewhere. It was so fucking long ago. 3 days ago.
Nidavel or Vindavolt.
Hey, well done, Vindavolt. Yeah.
I hope that that's the case, in the fact that they may have some protection against sending or divination, and it may. My fear was that it was because your god is waning, and therefore your powers are waning as well. In which case, this is a bigger deal, because that means not just sending, but many of your other spells would be affected as well.
Taylor was like, yeah, Tedros, I get it. Just give me a moment before I send the message through.
I assume this also means then that our next mission, we're slowly running out of time, yes?
Yeah.
If I understand correctly.
That would be the case, yes. I'm trying to think, what other spells? Well, no one's injured, so I can't use a heal. Miraculously. Oh, I'm on fire!
It's just fire looks at us and says, oh!
Oh, shit.
Who's that
okay.
flying towards us? She's fancy.
What?
Quick, Sophie, strike me against the face.
Do I,
Tedros can heal me.
hang on, I'm gonna see if I notice anything. I mean, Arthur is kind of has the
What's
I'll
up,
see. Very
bitches?
I'm pretty sure she's coming straight for us right now.
Oh, that's our friend
He
Arthur.
is very much
Oh,
floating
it's Arthur.
down, arms out in a sort of savior complex.
Oh my god.
I am Jesus,
Fucking lady.
motherfucker.
See, Yumi, I said she wasn't dead.
We brought her back with a skull. You
So
She's
it was
back.
a
liar.
joke.
I was never dead.
Exactly.
You were most definitely dead.
Ah, nobody could kill me. You know that's true.
Yumi did manage to free me from being a slave, by the way.
Oh wait, what? Bitch, you owe me a slave.
You owe me your life.
Let's call it even.
Fine. Or even.
What I miss? How long have I been out? What? Been
A few
years?
days. No. Days.
Who's the chick with the friend?
Maybe 8 days.
Oh no, I recognize the kobold. What was that? Hey, did I see you alive? You weren't on the report, I don't. Great hair. You ever need a trim?
Strategy, Arthur.
Now you're alive. At the Symphony of Shadows, keep them together. They're waning.
Wait, what?
I think they're mourning your death. Well, your close friend is.
Yeah, I hear your. I hear that we did lose one of the shadows, though, right? Right, Yumi. You remember who they all are, don't you? God damn.
Well, Kadika. Kadika. We lost Kadika. I only met her once. She was very good for plane shift.
I didn't happen to pick up my scimitars, did you? As well?
Oh,
Did we?
no! You can't, like, just...
Oh, they're special
I'm
scimitars
sure.
as well, aren't they?
Hey, send a message to Zilly. I'm sure she'll keep them safe.
Hey, Threadress, would you mind sending a message for me?
Oh, no. Oh, everybody just like makes a face like.
Sorry,
Oh, Zedros are also on fire, by the way. I don't know if you noticed.
Can Athers use like any wind stuff to change the direction of the fire? And does it catch anything else on fire?
No, you feel slightly warmed by it, but there's not really any heat coming from this from this fire. Yeah. It's also not that big. Like it would flicker around.
What do you want me to send, Zilly?
Send my love and ask her to keep all my shit safe while she is hanging out in hell.
Okay. It's going to be quite a powerful spell, so if this backfires, be careful. I say that without time for anyone to react.
Roll me the surge. Perfect.
Jesus Christ.
So just to be clear, me and Ava is probably right next to her.
Yep.
That's what. Yeah.
Great. Roll me another d20.
Okay.
Don't fuck this one up, please. Oh.
And roll me one more d20.
One more.
Come on.
Okay.
Oh.
Roll me a d6 and a d100.
Yeah.
We're going for major evocation here.
Minor.
Fuck for that.
96. Whoa.
Other side.
Nice. The reversal.
You see as the flame that is burning over your the white flames that trickle over your armor burst outwards. There's a sudden radiation of flame out across the ground, like a literal circle of flame that radiates out from you to 30 feet, which means that in this area, everybody that is
30 feet
on the ground, which I think is like you guys are all talking, so it's all of you. The only exception would be Atha, who is in the air. But all of you catch on fire as well.
Do we get a deck save or something for that? Do we jump up?
It's a minus edge. I would allow a deck save from each of you if you want to try and jump over the circle that's spreading out.
Would it be
You'll
my
have a
spell
plus
save DC
5.
or something?
Sorry, you both spoke. Thredos, what did you say?
I was wondering what the DC would be if it would be my spell save or something.
No, I'm going to do it lower than that because it's a minor search.
Okay.
Jack, what did you say?
Everyone gets a plus 5.
Okay, great.
Everyone within 10 feet plus 6.
Okay, look. Well, then in that case, you can't fail the save.
Yeah, we can't fail.
So wait, do me and Eva give everyone a sort of flat plus 11 to fucking saving throws?
Essentially.
They still
also
have
next
your temporary hit points, right, to get that bonus.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but we all did a little short rest. Did we?
Yumi does not currently have any temporary hit points.
Oh, never mind then.
Dies.
I can't remember why, but it sounds right that he probably took some damage through roleplay.
I don't think it's been that long since. Actually, we were on the ship. We definitely did a short rest somewhere on the ship, didn't we?
Yeah, but
Yeah, whatever. It's this flame doesn't hurt. Not that big of a deal. Basically, if you want it, you get it at this point. But it is just a white flame that sort of flickers only, over your body a little bit. In this case, but you can just jump in if you want. And yeah, either way. What do you say,
Yumi can have
Thredos?
flames on him and not be cold still.
You still cast the spell. So what do you say?
Hey Zilly, Atha wants you to keep her weapons safe. We hope you're doing okay. How is it in hell? Sorry we had to leave you there.
You would hear back after a moment. Do not apologize. I am fine. I will guard anything that I find. I wish you the best of luck.
Thank you. Although I don't think that goes through, does it? So... I say it out loud. Zilly says she'll guard anything she finds. And that she's doing okay. No need to apologise.
Alright, good. Well, so when are we going to go get Zilly back? Is that a thing?
I look to Yumi. Well,
No.
Yumi's the captain of the sheep. Sorry?
No. 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 No.
No.
No. No. Don't move with me.
I thought that's what we did. What did you want?
We're not getting Zelly back. That's it.
Okay. Hey, I hate to bail on you. Hey, chicas, what are your names?
Hey, Sophie.
Hey, Sophie. Nice. What about you?
My name is Ava.
Ah, it's me. Well, look, I gotta bounce. You guys seem great, but I got other places to be. If you need anything, bug you me about it. Got it?
Oh, I intend to.
Now I'm gonna
You'll
plane
only
shift.
accept sending messages from Yumi, right?
I don't have it prepared.
What? You're a little
I'm
sending bot.
joking. Oh, yeah, I am.
You do all the sending like a postman.
Yes, an explosive postman.
Well, you know, whatever.
I mean, we've just seen it.
Back and forth.
Okay. Well,
All right. Well, what's new in town anyway? What do I need to know about before I disappear? Anything? When are we heading out again?
Everyone hates Jurgen. There's mourning tomorrow at the Mourning the Dead, and we're heading out as soon as we can after tomorrow.
What about
Prepare
the
your
other
things,
thing?
get what you need, get no weapons. We're leaving soon.
I fucking hate funerals. Can you roll me back after the funeral?
No,
That sounds like you could have done, but you just chose to punish me. Remember this.
by bringing you back to life, we're already even. Don't tip the scales now.
I suppose it
Tipping
would
them
be
in my
kind of
favor or
awkward.
yours?
Mine.
I suppose it would be kind of awkward to attend your own funeral. You have to look at all the people that would suffer without you. Then.
Yeah, let them know you're back alive.
Technically, they didn't know she was dead. We only knew that she died.
Yeah. Oh, don't tell anyone you died, Atha. Don't tell them we brought you back with the skull, or they're gonna be like, "Hey, do it for this person, do it for that person." Just say you were at home, right?
How long have you been back?
Recuperating.
Have you not already told them who's dead and who's not? So surely you already told
Yeah,
them.
you were on the list because Threadrose told me you were dead.
Fredros.
No, I
Wait.
told
But I was
I
dead.
told you that she was alive.
Oh, she told me you were alive and you weren't on the list. You're good. Go ahead.
Why? What? Why'd you?
I don't
What?
Yeah, Redrose lied about you being dead and was like,
Redrose,
"No,
you
she's
were
alive."
Awful cleric.
You guys had an argument in the council room in front of everyone about whether or not she was alive.
All right. So am I alive or dead?
You're alive. You're floating right here.
Yeah,
Just tell everyone you're alive.
See,
Go ahead.
you're alive.
To be accurate of what was spoken in the meeting, you're considered MIA or missing in action.
Ah.
And to point and accuse a certain individual of being bad at their job simply because they were distraught because you died is very, very cruel.
All right. I'm not sure about this one.
Yeah, very cruel.
To be fair, I have a lot of previous evidence to go off of as well.
You do like playing those.
But I don't. And I don't appreciate your attitude towards Threadrose.
Threadros is okay.
I mean, she's
had
pulled
a
the trick a
rough
couple
time.
times where she's pretended to die and got disappeared into air.
Hey, I called off that assassination attempt off you, and I saved you from the city of Brass. So
You did.
I think we're good.
You did. And I'm thankfully no longer a slave because of Yumi. And the inheritance you bestowed.
Both of you.
Yes.
I freed both of you.
Oh my
You did also own us both.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I did. But who else would have freed it in their ring, and who else would have freed a slave?
I reckon Eva would. She seems like a good egg.
Of course.
Yeah.
Would you free me from slavery, Eva?
I would never have slaves. So yes.
Is there a virtue signaling competition I wasn't made
Although
aware of?
Yumi may have owned both of you,
well, you're
both
not
of you. although Stabby may have owned both of you at some point, and owned you, Atha, for some strange reason. He definitely didn't mourn for you like you were some kind of slave.
He didn't mourn for me?
As in, he mourned for you like you were more than a friend.
No, we are not more than friends.
No, we're best friends. How could you say that, bitch?
Look how small you are.
Best friends.
Oh.
Look how stupid you look, bitch.
Whenever a cloud goes over, it looks like I'm even brighter.
I didn't mourn you like. Oh my god! I didn't mourn you in the conventional sense because, fuck's sake,
The fog cloud rolls.
Everyone just side eyes through us like, what the fuck?
I didn't mourn you because I knew we had options to bring you back.
Alright, cool. Well,
I'm fucking crying.
I guess you're alright too. Look,
Yeah.
I'm glad you're alive actually, because God, that would really fuck up my plans if you died. But I do need to kind of get myself some new stuff now.
You do. Don't steal it this time.
Where are we going, by the way? You said we're heading out?
Yeah, we're heading out. I gotta hit the library, and from my guess, we're heading. Oh, I don't want to go that way. I'll think about it, but we're heading out.
Alright.
We'll all gather up and talk about where to go next. Throw out plans, and I'm sure some of you will tell me the plan's stupid, and then we can work out the kinks.
Alright, sounds good. I'm going for a drink. I'll catch you guys in a bit.
Yeah.
Did the captain of this ship tell you about my parents and that?
No.
No.
Roll deception.
Fucking hell.
Do I have to roll?
This is a group of fucking liars.
Why can't we be honest with each other?
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
do not
but-
need to roll insight. No.
Yeah, Yumi is openly the worst liar in the party. That's
Yeah, we all.
yeah. That's
It's funny
not,
when
it's
he
not,
does it.
Yeah, it's not hidden. You know. Yeah, she told me. Of course she did. Alright, walk on there and find out.
I might just introduce myself if that's okay, and just say hello and yeah, I might.
If that was anyone other than you, I would have taken that as a threat and you were gonna beat them up. But you did willingly walk into slavery, so go ahead.
Okay, I mean,
You're a pacifist at heart.
less willing of more just the alternative was dying. So
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Heartbeat be turned off, by the way.
I'm gonna kind of go onto the gang walk, and then I'm assuming there's like some crew hands or something, and I'll ask
There's-
if I can speak to the captain.
They're still heading back and forth, but you could probably see her on the deck.
Okay, I'll wave using my trunk, and ask if I can come aboard. I can use thaumaturgy if I need to be louder.
He would just gesture you to come aboard. You're walking down a gangway towards just a single ship. She can kind of figure out your intention.
True.
You make your way on. What can I do for you, princess?
Hey, so Yumi told me that you've had contact with my parents.
Nope.
Have you not? Or have you just kind of heard? How far out did you get the warning from? At the kind of wanted posts? Like, did you hear about the money?
Can we narrow that down to one question?
Sorry, I'm just trying to think how to word it. Obviously, you've heard that I'm missing. It's been a wild time. I enjoy the group I've found, but at the same time, it's been a bit chaotic, and I still need to finish what I'm doing. But I was just wondering where you heard about my the bounty on my. Well, is it a bounty on my head?
Yeah.
It's not really. I'm Thredros Mastinopoulos.
I figured that much out.
Yeah.
You've got 20,000 reward on your head. Not so much a bounty, although I'm sure a bounty hunter would happily take it.
Yeah.
But no, most people, especially those sailing out of the port, there are plenty
Okay.
of people. Everybody you know, just in case you run into them. Turns out we're the lucky bunch.
Yeah, you are. I've managed to eventually get a message through to my elder sister.
All right.
But when are you heading off? Because I might have to write a letter or something to just explain what's happened and kind
I
of
have no idea.
apologize. Sorry?
I have no idea. As I explained to your captain, what do you call him? Your gnome?
Temporary captain?
Okay, sure. This is a little bit long. Anyway, as I said to me,
Yeah.
the decision on where to go next is not mine, and with all the new news that you've given us, it's a hard decision to make. So I need to gather the crew up after a day or so, and we'll discuss it. So I don't know where we're going.
Okay, fair enough. I'll probably write a letter and then just think about when. Okay. Okay, fair enough. Thank you for telling me, and thank you for letting me know my parents are looking for me in that. Yeah. And if you do happen to be near there and are able to kind of tell anyone connected to the royal family, just say that you've seen me and that I'm safe and stuff like that.
Is that what they're concerned about?
I'm assuming. I'd hope they're concerned about my safety. I mean, they're also concerned about the fact I'm not helping out with their duties and stuff like that.
And with the uprisings? Probably.
That's not the nicest part, no.
Either way, how much do you have to do with the family business?
I don't really like dealing with it at all.
Your friends
Personally.
know what your family do?
No.
Alright. Well, I won't tell
They
them.
just know they're royalty.
Well, I won't tell them, but, I figured it out. Likely other people on my crew will. I can't censor everything they say, especially after a couple of drinks.
If stuff comes out, it comes out. I hope it doesn't, but if it comes out, it comes out.
I mean, I don't want to tell you how to live your life, but if I were you, I would maybe want to get ahead of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, I've got a question for you.
Yes.
Oh, I feel bad asking, honestly. Your captain did a very good job of putting my mind to ease. But you're a cleric, am I right?
Yes.
Did you know this guy that you rescued before he was gone?
Jürgen.
Yeah, Jürgen.
I knew him fairly well. He's a good bloke. He still is a good bloke.
Good below. That is the recommendation from Tedros, you know?
And he
I like
seems,
that.
Oh, he's a good bloke.
and he seems the same to you? Doesn't seem any different? Doesn't seem like,
Jesus Christ, this woman is all on for showing discontent.
he
I've not
doesn't seem
noticed
any
any
different to you?
No, maybe he's a bit colder, but I think that's just more of a physical thing because he's been trapped in ice for another couple of days.
Maybe, yeah, sure. Okay,
I think he's just been kind of suspended in animation for like for a while, so maybe he's a bit groggy or something. I don't know. He doesn't seem any different to me. He's
good. Cool.
he's just
That's all I needed to know.
I mean, he's taller than me, and he's minotaur muscle and pure power, so he can be intimidating to normal sized folk.
Sounds like you've got a bit of a thing for him.
Not
does
really. I
everyone
just
think this?
appreciate him.
Sorry, I won't tell anyone, and she will wink to you.
So Josh just laughs. Unfortunately, I'm married to my faith.
And to your family.
Ooh.
All right. Well, look, It's been lovely to meet you. Starting to get late, and I think I need to start drinking. So you take care.
That's okay. Well, pleasure to meet you too, and yeah, smooth sailing. May Paylor bless your boat.
Yeah, thanks.
You're welcome.
Well, Pelor just died.
No, it's just got
it's
late.
just-
I missed out how late it was actually.
You guys are really fucking bright out there.
Yeah, right? Jesus Christ.
Like, I have a
Good
Halo
God.
and I just choose not to use it. These two have no chill.
0 chill.
Technically, I could choose to do it, but
With that, I feel like we've kind of wrapped up. I'm being. Jürgen,
Finally.
I'm sorry. Can you not control that?
No.
I'm so sorry.
No worries.
We'll make sure you can.
Ah, the Pegasaurus has arrived.
Make sure that
Is it a Pegasus or is it just a horse with a fucking amazing mane?
it's a Pegasaurus. It's half T-Rex, half Pegasus.
Or a Pegasus?
I don't
Right.
know about that.
Either way, Jürgen, I don't necessarily expect you to roleplay the whole scene with you and Thane, but do you want to let us know at least what you were discussing and the conclusion that it was coming to?
Well, Jürgen would have instructed Fane to chisel in the names of all the fallen, the confirmed fallen at this point. And he would have made sure that the rock looked nice. You know,
I need a Mason's tools check from Thane, please.
if Thane takes his time with this, can he circumvent the disadvantage that he would normally get?
No.
Yeesh. Oh, you have an inspiration
Oh,
save.
sorry. I'll roll
Oh.
another one.
18, pretty good. Come on.
Oh.
Thane will struggle with this for two reasons. One, he is exhausted. The focus that it takes to do something along these lines is pretty tough anyway. But the second is that this stone does not behave normally.
It's in a rock!
Something about this stone is far more durable than you would expect, to the point where about an hour into the work, he has severely damaged several of the chisels.
Oh, no.
Damn.
Oh, okay. Just the chisels? Okay.
At that point, what
sorry.
Thane will do is he's like touching the rock, he's looking at it, and he licks it. Like, what kind of fucking rock is this?
There is barely mark on the rock, but the chisels, the metal, solid metal, stone chisels, are damaged. Go ahead and make me a history check. You have technically advantage on this, but it's straight.
Yeah, because of stone cutting.
Mhm.
Yeah. Oh, it rolled with disadvantage, we'll take
Right.
the highest.
Rule of left as a straight roll.
And hold on, I think there was something else for stone cutting as well.
Got something? Let me know.
Oh yeah, I'm also considered them proficient in history, and you can add double your proficiency bonus to this check. So it's plus 10 on the
Hey. 14 is pretty good. This stone has a lot of qualities of a few stones that you would be able to mark, but not all of the properties. You're not sure what type of stone this is. Considering it came from the Dreadwood, more than likely this is something that's been Fey influenced. Thane is not familiar with. 14.
Need a normal rock test for that, I'm sure. Might be able to do it with a plaque underneath the rock. I'll find a proper plaque in town and chisel the name.
This stone.
I mean, he might be able to do it with his axe because that is enchanted, but that would be an absolute dreadful thing to do. Or get someone to enchant his fucking masonry tools, you know? Plus one chisel.
Maybe.
Does anybody have magic weapon?
Yeah. Like I said, his axe is a magic weapon, but like that is
No,
not.
the spell magic weapon.
Oh,
For the tools.
The chisels.
True.
They're for the chisels.
Either way, fortunately, at the moment at least, you are unsuccessful. With that, we will gather everybody back up, though. That is the end of the session for today. Is there anything that you guys want to do tonight? There are there's actually quite a lot of drinking and celebrating, or at least sort of parties of some kind going on in town tonight, if you would like to attend. But tomorrow is potentially going to be a heavy day.
I think Numal actually wants to do something for the rest of the day. I assume our conversation down here didn't end at, 10 p.m.? Like, we ended that conversation down there a little bit earlier, and then, the rest of the day, sort of right now.
Yeah, I mean, a little bit. It's taking into account everything. Because you guys got back pretty late from the Dreadwood as well.
Oh, that's true, I guess. Well, you just didn't update the time. Immediately. Yeah, right. Well, how much time would have been left in the day when we stopped our conversation down there?
I mean, let's say it's 9:30. Because it's still going to be quite late.
You said there's a bunch of parties going on into the night, though? There's noise and stuff?
As this crowd is starting to dissipate at this point, as they're kind of running out of stuff to give away. And already Nell's crew has started to drink a little bit, and they've started to mingle. And you can see some of the other crews. And with the day of mourning tomorrow, people seem to already be sort of drinking to the fallen tonight.
I see. Yes, Numal actually would like to prepare something for tomorrow for the funeral.
Okay.
In the hopes that it would then go easier, if you catch my drift.
Mm-hmm.
He is... how do I put this? He is preparing a melody. He wants to specifically, a melody to basically send the spirits of the Zeus soldiers who have died back home, so to guide them back. The spiritual melody, like fitting for the instrument. And he wants to basically the rest of this evening prepare and sort of fine-tune it, so he can pull it off nicely tomorrow. In hopes, if everything goes well.
All right, no worries. If you spend the time doing that tonight, keep it in mind, but I will give you advantage on your check.
That's nice. Thank you. It's basically, he believes that, these Zeus soldiers, they died a long way from home. And, he understands that well. He is worried that he carries as well if he dies somewhere down here, far away from the deserts. So he wants to help at least somewhat.
Yeah, I like it. Alright, especially with what you have, I think that'll be very, very fitting. Alright, lovely. Thank you very much. If you guys do have anything else that you want to do, if you want to...
Sophie, when the rest of the party is expanding for whatever they're doing, Sophie's going to hobble back up the hill to the refugee camp, and she's going to inform her people to, as a show of solidarity to ingratiate themselves with the local populace, congregate on the outskirts of their moment of mourning in the morning, and have their moment of silence with them, as sort of a show of faith, as it were.
Okay.
But not to stand too close, as to not disturb their whatever.
You wouldn't know this at the time, but it will become quickly obvious tomorrow, is the best way to have that happen would be to not go onto the island, but to stand at the edge of the shore.
Where is it going to be? Is it going to be on the island down here?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it'd be in the middle of town somewhere.
No.
This is where the Menhir stone is. They're not going to carry that Menhir stone anywhere else.
So standing over here on the shore would be like a good plan, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
All right. Perfect. With that, though, we will wrap up today. Next time we will launch in, unless anybody messaged me before next session with something that you specifically want to do tonight, we will start next session in the morning. But do feel free to reach out. Let me know if you want to do something. But that's
I need to reach out to you about contacting my demon overlord. What?
I mean, you say that like that would be a shocking thing.
Oh, you've got one as
I mean,
well. That's cool.
Every other villager is convinced of it, so.
Yeah, right. You play into it at this point, right?
Right.
Yeah, why not? Anyway, let's do a star and a wish. Eva, please kick me off.
Yeah, of course. My star is going to Threadross for rolling with the punches today, as always. It just the fact
That was really good today.
yeah, so much of his backstory was essentially dug up, and he's just like, yeah, absolutely, yeah.
You experienced more Petros backstory in one session than any of us have ever done. God, yeah.
That was cool.
It's actually true, but
Mini star goes out to Atha. Glad she sees back.
ooh,
So good.
Your wish?
I hope we have a. No, you know what? I'm gonna be selfish. I want to have a conversation with Salazar. It's gonna be so good.
Hey, you're a cobalt, I'm a cobalt, let's yip at each other.
This guy.
That's racist. All right. Yumi, star and a wish.
Also to Threadros for was it 4 or 5 sendings in a row that just failed
6.
to get through though?
Oh, so it's 5.
Yeah, 5 that failed.
there are 5 failed.
Wow!
6,
Wow!
But like,
That is-
also,
6, 1,
like
6.
3 times in a row you rolled a fucking 3.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
I rolled a 3 on the bloody surge.
Yeah. That is nuts. My wish. I also would like to talk to Salazar, but I would also. Yeah. Hopefully this morning goes through with a smooth transition, smooth day, no bumps in the way, and to play a card. Yeah.
Okay. We can do the. I don't know.
I mean, sure. I was just gonna message you. I'm heading to the library. I'm just gonna spend the night in the library itself. The Timeless Archive, just over here.
You can just go to
hang
the
on.
library. You don't need to play.
No, but I was gonna play a card on the way. Don't you worry.
Why? I might as I have to do it as a ritual, but I might offer to help Yumi find any book he wants, and I've got a card for playing as a ritual to get a random book on the subject of my choosing.
All right.
Alright.
We can. Namat?
Yeah.
Oh, man. I'd like to double up. I definitely want to give myself Threadros as well. It was actually really fun to learn more. I was genuinely worried for you to find out now that all your family is dead. That would be so fucked up. I was actually when everything failed because, like, yeah, sure, it could be just not going through because I don't know, who knows what, but like, they actually could be all also dead. You know, we didn't know. So I was like, oh my god, I really,
How tragic
you know.
would that be? That's what I'm rolling for, to see if his family's alive. Like, roll
But
another
DM
20, see if they're alive.
Well, that would mean that you killed all his family, like off screen. Like, oh, Threadros' mom, his dad, his sister, his brother.
It would be quite the plot twist. It would be quite, fucking sad. So I got actually worried for a moment there, and I was really rooting for you to actually get through there after like the first 2 fails. I was like, come on, please do it. I'm scared here as well, for you. So like, I'm glad it went through in the end. And yeah, no, that's definitely. I thought that whole interaction and finding out more, and also thank you, Eva, for poking her a little bit. For that. So that was nice. Also, absolute fucking blast to have Arthur back. I didn't have my camera on, but I was like, going like. I was like, I was fist bumping the air. I was like, yeah. I was moving on my chair. Yeah, so I'm very happy that she's back. I love her a lot. She's a great character. And my wish, I guess, is that I don't fuck up that melody tomorrow. In-game tomorrow. If I got advantage, I just hope I don't go like 1 and a 2. And jeez, that would really suck. I really hope I don't roll bad on that.
We'll find out. Maybe
at least like a moderate number would be nice. Like I can live with like a 14 or something. Doesn't have to be a 20 plus. I can live with a 14. That would be fine.
I'm sure you can get a 14 with a advantage, right?
Yeah, right? You would think so. I would be fine with that. It would be good enough. I think that would, show my intent.
That man's not even playing a charisma character, but finally needs an instrument.
I'm technically proficient and a high level, so this works sort of,
True.
We'll get it. Jürgen, starting with.
Oh, jeez. I'll also give it to Fedros, but mostly for like the final conversation they had with the Captain Nellier, where they're like, oh no, they don't know about what my parents do after we've had this whole fucking conversation about speaking the goddamn truth. Turns out Fedros' parents are absolutely despots. Who knows?
He's just never told you.
She's never told us.
Yeah, she hasn't lied. You've never asked, really.
The most ironicness would be that her parents are just slave traders.
Yeah.
And it's just like they just had a whole conversation about it, not owning slaves.
Wow, I think they would be very upset if they heard then that their daughter got like captured as a slave to be like,
yeah, let's not talk about that.
Go underneath us. You have insulted the family name.
Disown.
No, but money.
Not again. As for a wish, I really wish people would stop hating me in this town.
Yeah, what's up with that?
Stop breaking the houses then.
But it's almost irrational. Like I don't know, like how it's not defined why they believe that Jürgen is like this.
I know. The only other thing that I can think of is this is that fucking card that I once drew. Finally coming to haunt me.
Wow, that would be
This is a card?
This is a card.
Crazy
A card that makes people hate you.
No, it's not a card that you can play. It's like long before we met the Fates, and they're like super powerful beings. And we drew. Most of us drew cards. Actually, all of us drew cards.
We were innocent and stupid,
Yeah, we drew
very cards.
Foolish. So one card I drew that made me lightning immune. That's pretty cool. Another card I drew showed me a devil guy, and he just grinned at me and then disappeared from the card. And the last card I drew turned me into a fucking ice cube and sent me to hell.
Oh, so the devil guy is doing it.
Maybe, I don't know.
Your reputation.
I'm just like thinking maybe this is why everyone hates me now, but it might just be because 27 fucking people died trying to save me.
Well, do you? No.
Both have a very good reason for being the cause of this. But yeah, I really wish it would stop because it's making me feel so sad.
But if there's a devil in the city, I would have sensed it.
That is correct.
Actually, unless it's immune to like divination magic. It says that caveat here, so
there's
not 100%
evidence.
Great facts to know after the fact. Thank you.
Yeah, I don't mention that part. Not good for my reputation.
Anyway, thank you, Thredros. Starting a wish.
Right. I did like the fact Atha got brought back. It's a very role-play heavy thing. I think the star goes to everyone. I know it's a bit of a cop-out, but star goes out to everyone.
Yeah, I had to do a lot of roleplay with myself back there. That was really intense.
Exactly. We expect the transcripts, Jack.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's actually going to get its own video.
Okay. Eyebrows.
Then,
Then,
your eyebrows done.
sorry.
That's the joke.
And then, my wish. I mean, my first wish is the ever-present, let's say, Paylor. Then I need to come up with more backstory. It seems like. My wish is we just have more good sessions.
Okay, thank you. Perfect. And Sophie, star on a wish, please.
My star goes to Eva for being my fellow fucking wallflower during this session. And my wish, similarly, is that I hope to get an opportunity to do something during next session. Because I felt like it's a little bit like getting introduced to all of your friends' workmates. It's like you meet people, and then you move on to the next group of people. I spent the entire session meeting a bunch of people, and they left before I could get to know them, or there wasn't any reason to continue talking to them beyond the base level. So I was incredibly confused for the majority of the session, but it's okay. Eventually I will catch on. So there's that.
All right. Very nice. Does anybody have anything they'd like to say, or anything happening in the end? Good. Guys, thank you very much for playing. Maybe her parents are in the ivory trade. Fuck.
What elephants in the
my
ivory?
God.
Oh, we fucked up.
Whoa, that got dark real quick.
Oh my gosh, that's what regeneration is for? God dang.
That might be the only thing worth being in slavery. Just because.
Oh.
Yeah.
Communications.
Yeah.
They call it the ivory uprise. Sorry.
Oh
They take one look at Jürgen and go like, how much? Yeah, like that's a good horns right there. That's some good ivory.
That's fine. We are going to go raiding because we're a good little band of orcs. Please, feel free to join the Discord. We've got a lot of stuff going on. Next month, we've got some great stuff coming up, and I'm going to be announcing a new game soon. So please come get involved, and it would be lovely to have you. But until then, let's go raid, and we'll be live again tomorrow at the same time with some more world building and general stuff going on. Got a few things I need to do world building wise. But until then, thank you for being here, and we'll see you next time. Wonderful time.
Ciao.
So I like how we've